Hey guys, holy crap. Haven't had a chance to do this, so this is going to be a quick one. It's a Wednesday morning here. I'm trying to get this thing right. You know me, I'm Travis Walosh, and welcome to another episode of Mystery Titans Theater. Yeah, we got a lot of great stuff, including our Patreon. Check the description below. You'll see a link to that. The really fun one from, a really modern one from the guest of tonight's show, or today's show that you're going to watch, Zubin Sundar. Yeah, one of the most modern most recent matches we've watched, definitely on our Patreon, so check that out. Give us your money. I usually say at the end, but I'm going to do it a little earlier today. Like I said, this is seat in my pants right now. I do want to tell you, November 4th will be our next upcoming show, and we've got the Pride of Furry Creek, Boom Pro Wrestler, aside from other great, feds and indie organizations around town, the Big Cat, Scott Henson, awesome guy who knows a lot about wrestling. So really excited to have him join us on November 4th. That's on Twitch. That's at twitch.tv/Jarvis Washing Machine, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern. Come join the chat there. If you can't, then yeah, follow us here. Like and subscribe here. Yeah, that's Twitch. That's that. Upcoming shows after that, November 18th, my birthday show with Max Mitchell. December 2nd with Pete Schermacher. December 16th, Return of the Frightful Four with our buddy James Hamilton. And December 30th, still up for debate. Oh, don't forget this November 4th show, we will be joined by the great Robert Hawkins, who, YouTube, give him his stuff back. I'm not messing around, YouTube. Give him his stuff back. And yeah, guys, Rob's the best. Rob is the best, and he'll be with us there. I don't have much. I usually have a thing I do here, but there's a running thing where it's just like a 3-step process. I don't have any, gosh, bumping into stuff here. I don't have any goofy things going on here. There's our YouTube channel. There's the Twitch channel. 3-step process to basically salvation. I got a bunch here. So this is going to give me material. So if you're starting with those kind of rectangular granny glasses, the in-between stage is you get some Ray-Ban knockoffs, and then eventually just some LA Eyeworks clip-ons. All right. I will let you know what the transition is once we get through this. It's a list. But then, yeah, enjoy the show, guys. I said before, give us your money. Give us your money. Thanks for being fans. Give us your money.
Hey, everybody, it's Mystery Titans Theater. And my name is Travis Walosh, and we've got a real fun one today. Because first of all, I want to say hello to my little friend who's got a new scar on his face. Your friend and mine, Johnny Hedgepeth. Johnny, how you doing? I know you're recuperating.
I'm sore as fuck. We'll get into it for the YouTube crowd and everyone a little later. Suffice it to say, ladder matches, not good.
Yeah. Oh, man. And that laugh you hear is the Chief J historian, the Ken Burns of wrestling, the third brainbuster, Kelly T. Nelson. Kelly, how are you?
I'm doing great. This looks good already.
Fuck yeah. And so happy to have back. It's been far too long. Favorite of the show, old friend, Big Z, Zubin Sundar. Welcome back, buddy.
Thanks for having me, Trav. Just elated as always to be here. I just love talking about some old school wrestling.
Yeah, us too. And we recognize this guy. Hasn't lost a step.
Good old JR.
So what we're watching is Watts Mid-South right after they rebranded as the UWF. And what we saw at the beginning was Missy Hyatt and Eddie Gilbert beating up Dark Journey and spraying her yellow.
Classic.
Oh, man.
Classic Southern angle.
Including Eddie Gilbert hitting her in the head with
I saw that with like purse. Loaded purse. Weird thing to kind of talk over with excited, welcoming voice.
Hey, there's though, you know it's JR.
Yeah. Angel of Death. Who's the Angel of Death at this time?
You'll see.
All right.
You'll see. He sucks.
I believe he's the same Angel of Death that was in Stampede.
Oh yeah.
Later. Yeah.
Right.
Fun seeing him at this age.
Right. Oh man, he's so used to it.
Definitely more fun than seeing him at his current age.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Speaking of young.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Holy shit.
It looks like oats on steroids.
I can't go for that, brother.
Wow,
And
crazy.
they're heels.
Stinger.
They're
Oh,
heels
beautiful.
too.
Yeah. They're
Okay.
part
Look
of
at
hot
that.
stuff. Of course.
Look at that Padawan braid in the back there.
Mm-hmm.
On Sting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
Sting.
much like the Crockett we've been watching, I distinctly remember watching this on a Saturday night with Danzo.
Cool. Moose is saying the dorm dad at his college told him stories about going golfing with the Angel of Death. That's crazy.
Mm.
Angel of Death, 8:30. Calling the tea times.
It's what they call a heart attack and death on the course.
Yeah. Oh, I got an Angel of Death. Oh, that's like what is that? A quintuple bogey? Angel of Death.
That's what they call it. That's the official term.
Recognize that Sister Sledge.
Iceman.
There's the Iceman.
Iceman. And who's that?
Chavo.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Chavo classic.
Oh, okay. So it's Chavo's dad.
Yep.
Man, it's so wild seeing full head of hair on Rick Steiner. Just like that particular haircut.
I've only known him since the Steiner brothers in WWE,
Yeah.
WWF at the time, and I've never seen him with that. Looks.
I
like a
guess,
different dude.
yeah. He usually would have the wrestling helmet on as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
It gets even
The
longer.
dog
Like
face gremlin.
late 80s. It's much longer.
Yeah.
than that.
For those of you watching on YouTube, you're missing it on Twitch as when I pause to cough and watch me wince in pain.
Or Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny was
Real quick,
like
I fell
You
off
did the
a
job to the
ladder.
ladder.
Yeah, I did the job for the ladder. Well, the ladder saved me, actually. I landed on the ladder.
Yeah, true, but it's also the reason for your scar.
Oh, I've got more than one. My legs are all fucked up too.
we got
Hey, this was
last
great.
week's guest.
Hey, this was great. They described my chest injury. I'm in there as blunt force trauma, and the only thing I could think of was, yeah, that's LA Knight's finishing move, the BFT.
It's always on the mind.
Always. Kimmy, I fell off a ladder and they said I received BFT. I'm like, of course.
I want to love you.
Worst injury in a ladder match since Joey Mercury, I believe.
That's what I was gonna say. I was trying to remember who it was. Joey Mercury. Yeah.
Wasn't
Said that to
bad.
Johnny immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the first
In
thing I
GIF form.
thought of.
Yeah.
It was the first thing I thought of.
Hilarious.
It's like how big is my eye right now?
So our boy, last week's guest, Matt P in the chat as well. Say
Hey,
shout out to
Hey,
Iceman
Matt.
King Parson, master of the butt and the godfather of the Rudy Poo. Godfather of Rudy Poo.
This is right when, as we talked about last time, Ken Mantell left World Class and took half the roster with him.
So this is early 86 or mid 86 or so, Johnny?
Yeah. Well, it's got to be summer 80s, spring or summer 86. I don't recall. Oof.
Yeah. So what the fuck was that? See that? Either that or it was
Well,
legit bell rung.
Well, it's Rick Steiner.
Yeah.
He's a
He got that
rookie.
reputation. Oh, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
essentially a green rookie here. So do the math.
But then even as a seasoned veteran, they were kind of known for that, were they not?
They were
Oh,
snug.
yeah.
They were snug.
Uber stiff.
Moose
Sting
wants the
was,
soundtrack
like,
of the Von Erich movie to be a
not even
trap
a
remix
year.
of Haven't Needed a Champion. I
So,
wonder what we'll get.
For real?
I wonder if they'll get that performance. Oh, very nice power
Oh.
slam.
all right, I will say this. I still have my doubts, but the trailer for the Von Erich movie
Oh my God. Yeah. Looks
looked
awesome.
pretty good. Looked pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Great.
It's A24. They put up good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is when
Yeah,
I
listen to
discovered Jim
JR
Ross.
back
He's so
then.
good.
Yeah. So good.
He immediately became my favorite announcer.
Woo! Holy shit.
Oh no.
Nice. Chavo. I don't know if I've seen a Chavo senior match. No, I must have.
He must have.
There's the butt,
Nice.
the
Yeah.
bumper stumper.
Oh,
Oh,
just barely got
what is
him
that?
over.
What the hell? What the fuck are you
No
watching?
one's watching.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit!
Wow, that'll throw you up.
DQ.
Crazy.
Oh, top rope.
He broke the rules in front of the referee. DQ.
It's just,
That's crazy.
that's Bill Watts booking right there.
That
In
should
a
be
nutshell.
I don't know. That kind of should be everybody's booking. I think if you break the rules in front of the referee, at least a stern warning.
Oh yeah, no, I'm all for
I get
strict, or much more strict observance of the rules.
The bumper
Watts
stumper.
sometimes went a little too far. To the
Yes,
point of
Watts would take it
obnoxiousness.
too far. You literally just saw that referee turn around, and look at him.
Fabulous
Go, hey, sorry.
surprise.
It's fabulous.
Bumper stumpers. Remember that show? Matt's wondering in the chat. You guys remember that game
Yes.
show? Bumper stumpers.
Canadian
I still
game
play it.
show.
I still play it. When I'll see, sometimes you'll see curious license plates, and you kind of have to do it. It was a Canadian game show, Zubin, where you just see a license
Vanity
plate,
plates.
a vanity plate, and then they give you a clue as to who it would belong to, and you got to sound it out, right?
Oh, see, I thought
Okay.
it was a movie. I thought it was that movie Russell Crowe was in Australia.
Oh, no.
No.
Bumper stumpus, rumpa stumpa.
Rumper stump.
Stumper stumper.
Oh no, you're thinking of a beautiful mind.
All right, so Michael P.S. Hayes is not with JR right now because they've got a huge surprise for the audience here.
Is this a surprise you were telling me about, Johnny?
This is for young Kelly T. Nelson.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
I
this is the
know
surprise.
what it might be.
There's
my
a
God.
few things we've patented on this show, trademarked over the years. One of them is the patented sweatband snap, the waistband snap that we know.
And if my arm wasn't
hear it.
hurt, I'd be doing it for Michael Hayes. Right? Look at this. He's purely sexy.
Fuck's sake.
Well, that's what they did.
Man.
They brought
Remember
him.
how felt
we would
himself so
love.
much.
I know. So remember how much we love that from the plane ride from hell. That's like our favorite part is how his haircut is.
You burnt my hair.
Uh-huh.
It was X-Pac cut it right. Just
Yeah.
cut it right
Yeah.
off. So
Well, the line
funny.
on Legends of Wrestling was like something
Yeah.
along. I don't know if it's the same incident, but he's like, "You burnt my hair." Fuck that shit.
Legends of
Hilarious.
Wrestling. That round table was so good. Back in the
So,
Treasure trove of quotes.
so Watts brought in the Freebirds, but not really as a tag team as much. Hayes is a mouthpiece.
Mhm.
Terry Gordy's number one guy, and Buddy
Yeah.
Roberts is mid-card guy, but they changed their names a little bit. Not Terry Gordy, but Michael Hayes. This is where he was first Michael P.S. Hayes.
Yes, Hayes.
And this is when Buddy Roberts became Buddy Jack Roberts.
Right. Which was an inside joke on his drinking.
Not that
Problem.
inside.
Well,
Here's the man. Look at him, looking great, coming from the prom.
Holy shit. Like $1 million.
And who's his prom date? Hello,
Wow.
sunshine.
wow. Sunshine's, I don't know what's she doing with Buddy Jack. Fucking
All I know is this was the first time I ever thought sunshine was hot. Was right here. I was like, oh
I don't
shit.
know. I don't know what you were missing in world class, man.
I was missing them heavy hangers, is what I was missing.
Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, she's a
And
knockout.
then she's
Just
coming
music.
out.
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
I didn't mean to turn you on and shit.
Yeah.
She looks
Like
hotter
a-
than she
like
ever looked. in
Samantha Fox, yeah.
class, yeah. And it wasn't just her. Missy
A
Hyatt
little bit
didn't
of
look
like
hot in
ABBA.
World
She's got a
Class
little bit
either.
of ABBA.
Yeah.
Like,
Look
hot
at
to
her
her.
hair.
Yeah,
Her hair's amazing.
totally.
It looks like one solid piece, like a helmet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think Bill Watts
Like-
just had a better eye for women's fashion than Fritz did, to be perfectly honest with you.
Like
Maybe
they use the
Fritz,
same peroxide. You know, sunshine. If you know what I'm saying. I mean, she's a real grouch. You see it in quotes like that.
Not only the world universal champion Terry Gordy, but the #1 contender, holder of the
The world universal.
That powder blue tux is hilarious.
Buddy Jack.
TV title for Buddy.
He-
I mean,
looks
Buddy
awesome.
does look better than he did in world class. That's for sure.
If that isn't
Everybody
enough,
looked better.
closer to PS.
Closer to what?
P.S.
She said.
PS.
She said, "P.S." Everybody, just relax. Not penis.
Not piss. Not piss. I know the Freebirds have a reputation.
Oh, Christ.
Now, the Angel of Death's the real sweetheart. You see, when they have it in quotes like that. Who's this?
Hollywood John Tatum and Jack Victory, we've been on a Jack Victory kick and John Tatum lately.
We're bare ass naked, man. You got the same haircut. What do you think about that?
They just got kicked. They just got kicked to the curb by Eddie Gilbert and Missy Hyatt.
Have you seen my watch? Oh, I'm wearing it. It's so weird that he's got a watch on.
You forgot to take it off.
That was part of it. It was part of that. It was part of the gimmick. There's somebody who's going to try to look more gay than you, and you gotta take him at that challenge.
Oh my God! Look at these two.
Yeah.
There's your tag team champions, the Fantastics, baby.
You know, we got the taste of the gold. We knows what it feels like to have those belts around our waist, brother. And believe you me, all them people.
Look at the smile on this guy's face.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of them. And we walk in that ring. Just hopefully we can come out with that gold around our waist.
Z, have you ever seen the Fantastics wrestle?
No.
Oh, they're one of the best tag teams of all time.
No kidding. They remind me of the Rockers a little bit.
They were a ripoff of the Fabulous Ones,
Okay.
who the Rock and Rolls were sort of a ripoff of them, and the Rockers. It's all one big family.
They were all very similar.
They're all
to each other.
influenced. Yeah. They're all influenced by what
It
came
was
before.
the 80s blowjob babyface tag team craze.
And she looks like there was something in the air that night. That's what she's about to.
Dude, how awesome is Hayes?
The only person who doesn't look like they're an ABBA is JR, actually. I wish.
He's their Brian Epstein. He's their Brian Epstein.
Yeah. What's Bjorn Epstorgen?
Yeah.
Hayes has skin tight pants, but no bulge. It's true.
The future gorgeous Gary Young, who was Cactus Jack's tag team partner.
There's the real Ken Burns there on the left.
Now, when you think of a wrestler named the Angel of Death, okay, picture what you think that guy would look like in your mind, Z. Because when I first saw what this guy looked like, I was like, I don't know, that doesn't match what I'm looking at.
I don't even know what I'm thinking about when I hear that name.
I don't know, but it isn't this.
All right, let's see.
He's tall, right? Yes. I remember now, Kelly. Yes,
I know his voice.
And Stampede.
Hulk Hogan.
And Matt was remembering
no, not Hulk
Jack
Hogan.
Victor.
Oh shit! Is it Jesse?
No.
no.
He's nobody really kind of.
It's Jesse from 2002 in a time machine that jumped back.
The Angel of Death is the blandest looking guy in the history of wrestling with a name like that.
Yeah,
He's just tall, right? He's just tall. I bet you. Maybe
he's got a good commanding voice.
I think they
Hey,
eventually.
what's up, Jenny? Jenny's here. Awesome.
Hey, Jenny. They eventually try to say that he was a biker, and that's his biker nickname.
Oh, okay.
But he comes out in a Kevin Sullivan robe, and not biker gear here. It looks.
Yeah, the robe. Well, Angel of Death. Yeah, it can mean something very specific to some people, I guess.
I mean, the robe when you couldn't see who it was, like that was somewhat imposing.
Yeah, that was Dr. Kevorkian's robe. That's what he would wear on the job.
Yeah. That'd be great. A good euthanasia gimmick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You want to die? I'll help you.
Yeah. For 3 seconds at least.
If you want to challenge me, that must mean you want to die.
Hey,
I'm here to help.
Fuck yeah. Sean Emily resubscribing again. 14 months. Thank you so much, man. Back at it. Angel of Death looks like a creative wrestler before you start unlocking items, he says.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Pretty bare bones.
Yeah. And Moose says Angel of Death is on the Mount Rushmore of guys I loved reading about in Aftermags until he saw him.
Yeah, he's one of those too.
Did he play Black Scorpion? Matt's wondering in WCW. Yeah.
Yeah, like one of them. There was a few different Black Scorpions.
Right. Yeah, that's what Moose is saying too. Look at the. He's somewhat effeminate, if I may say. Am I being out of turn in saying so?
No, you're not.
Okay.
Like the soft skin.
No, just his man, and also
His
he had
tender looks?
in his voice there too when he heard it.
His sexy Audi belly button.
He actually looks like
Oh, thanks for
a
pointing that
young,
out.
a young Johnny Hedgepath. Actually, he looks good.
No,
Oh shit!
he looks more like a jacked, not Dr. Death, Steve Williams, and that's a congratulations to our friend who
That looks good.
tied the knot.
Yeah. You're right. Good call, man. Yeah. I wanted to give him a shout out. Yeah, that's rad, man. I was gonna say something like, so I guess we'll see you in the chat later. Eh? So the day he gets married.
Better be there.
Sean Emily
top
says,
10 countdown.
It's not just their top
awesome.
10; it's their computerized
Yeah.
top 10.
yeah, I like
They
that
use the
font.
computer
So they can
to
tell
do
it's
it.
serious.
Well, there's no. This isn't anyone's biases.
Yeah,
It's the
cybernetics,
up to
man.
the computer. Yeah,
Look at this lineup, though.
Wins above replacement.
it's what a lineup here, right?
Mhm.
What a roster.
There it is. One of the few times when I
Buddy check number 1.
get to be more of a jock around Brady Malibu during a booking meeting was when I was able to tell him what wins above replacement means. But I guess that maybe in a way that makes me more of a nerd.
Yeah, no, that's
is it?
nerd. That's not
Yeah.
jock.
It's like a cybernetics. It's a way
That's
you
what the
determine.
jocks want to throw you in a locker if you bring up
yeah,
war.
I guess
Oh,
you're right.
Is that kind of that Moneyball thing?
Yeah, Moneyball,
That's
like the way you.
analytics.
Yeah.
advanced
Okay,
stats.
gotcha.
But it's good for like thinking about, who. When you're booking people, like, gosh, if we lost this person, how hard are they to replace? You know what I mean? And some people, they might not be the best wrestlers in the world or whatever, but boy,
They
that's a
still come with
key.
some
That's a
value.
key cog we have there. You know what I mean?
And so therefore, how can we then get that person over
Uh-oh.
to get at the level we need them at? Yeah, the jackets aren't nice.
This one
Here-
here.
Oh, that's what you're.
I'm gonna say this, and this is what I mean. I have 2 get out of jail free cards with me and the Stars and Bars, and it's Fabulous Freebirds and Leonard Skinner. Everyone else can go fuck themselves.
Well, what about the Dukes of Hazzard?
Nah, I hated that fucking show.
Really, I loved it, but I was
As a kid, I loved it.
I
too,
was
yeah.
5 years old.
As a kid, well, I was a kid. I was a weird kid. I liked sitcoms. I thought all those shows were dumb.
Just loved what's his name, Waylon Jennings. Boy, the
That was the only part I liked.
the way the Duke boys' luck is going, if it started raining soup, their bowls would be upside down.
It was
Down.
It literally, the only part I liked was the theme song and the narration.
Right. Oh man, as a kid, I fucking loved those jumps, man. I would set up. I would set up jumps in my basement.
I thought Knight Rider was stupid. I thought A-Team was stupid. All of them.
You were, yeah.
I was 11
We're of
years
different
old and
ages.
watching-
Yeah. We're of different ages.
Nice.
But no. But I was a 10-year-old obsessed with MASH. Okay, I wasn't.
Mhm.
I loved MASH as a kid.
Well, you and I aren't normal. We're highly intelligent, but
I didn't really understand what was happening, but I knew the characters. I knew the one guy dressed as a lady, and that's as a kid, like I found that entertaining, and so
yeah, it's
what-
Klinger.
that's what-
They eventually realized they had to
Word.
move on from that,
yeah.
but it was funny.
But seeing the first, like the older episodes, because once they throw it in like random order, there was an episode that was super old where he wasn't dressing like that, and that blew my mind.
Well, no,
Like,
he
you're
dressed
watching
like
the show.
he dressed like a. The first time he shows up, he's wearing a scarf,
Ooh, Sunset Flip.
and he's a one-off character. Okay, I don't. We'll tune into my MASH podcast.
yeah.
Yeah, we can come back to that one another time.
Okay.
Sorry to distract you.
Buddy's looking a bit like Adrian Adonis, adorable Adrian.
I can see it.
If you-
Yeah, especially with the tights too.
Squint, yeah, the tights.
The high tights, the high pink
Yeah,
tights. Yeah.
and it's
Yeah,
like
with the
flabby.
blonde hair.
Yeah.
Sean Emily with
Oh, he's in tremendous shape. What are you kidding me?
giving said
Well, he's only drinking Jack.
What shape is that?
Not that high in calories, is it?
the best Dukes of Hazzard Yo Mama joke. Sean Emily said, "Yo Mama's so fat she can't wear Daisy Dukes because they become boss hogs." Hey, pretty good.
So this is Jumpin' Joe Savoldi.
Oh
Who-
yeah, I missed the name. He's
Kelly,
pretty good.
yeah, but you've heard that name, right? He kind of bounced
Mhm.
around and
His father was involved
Ooh,
in
oh,
WWF for a long time.
yeah.
Matt was noticing his Gino Vanelli levels of hair grease.
He's rocking
hard to
Hulk
grab.
Hogan yellow trunks and red
Right.
knee pads too.
I think he became a mainstay in that, was it ICCW
Yeah.
up in the Northeast that
Yeah.
had like
One TV taping.
one
that they
TV
just
taping that was on
replayed
over and over
for
and over
5
and over
years.
again. It had Vic Steamboat.
It was a match between Vic Steamboat and Tony Atlas that everyone always
That's
talks about.
right.
That was
That's right.
repeated a million times.
There's
Is that
Terry Taylor.
Taylor, yeah.
Oh, he
Looking
looks like
good.
$1 million.
He looks like he just came off the set of Moonlighting.
Working girl.
Moonlighting
Terry
just
Taylor only had a great head of hair.
Yeah. Moonlighting, would have
Moonlighting
just
just
started.
popped up on Hulu, and it hasn't been available in forever. And I've been watching Moonlighting for the first time since
Awesome.
Wow. Never watched it.
I never watched it either.
It
I
was
love it.
too grown up for.
Yeah, it was
Our
for
age.
me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's well, Sybil Shepherd is just as hot as she ever was, and watching Bruce Willis become a star in his first ever role
That's pretty cool.
is kind of fun to watch. And the show was always fun. So great Al Jarreau song to open.
Right. The Bulldog. Nice. Boogie Knight hit a Bulldog in his last match. I got to see at ASW. I always
who?
shit, I can't remember who he was working with. Joe Funk, I think.
Oh, and there's a DQ.
There's another DQ. These refs
he
are all over
right
it.
in-
Ray
I know.
Stevens.
Instant.
You're not allowed to
DQ.
throw your
You can't
opponent
not
out.
over the
No.
top rope.
That's old NWA rule.
But this time he did it on purpose. He threw him at Terry Taylor.
Yeah.
And you want a piece of me? Dude, look at him. He just came from Wall
It
Street.
is. That
Look
is
at
kind of
these
a cool move,
defenders.
actually.
Yeah, he did it on purpose. He threw him at Terry Taylor and said, come on, if you want some, get some.
I kind of like it is doing two things at once, like ending the match.
And there's more to it. And by the time we get to the end of the show, this is all the storytelling that Watts.
Yeah. No, everything meant something in UWF. And
Gordon
Watts is-
Gecko gimmick.
Exactly.
They didn't
Greed is
waste
good.
anything.
Greed is good.
A 5-arm.
Yep. He hit him with his 5-arm and he hit him himself.
On the ring the opening bell. That's what he always says, but he's referring to the stock market.
He's the JBL gimmick before its time.
It
Well,
was Joe
later he
Funk.
He's
was
a
a
face back then.
tailor-made man in
Yeah,
WCW.
he was the tailor-made man, the worst
where he was
ripoff.
basically a low-rent $1 million man.
The lowest rent $1 million man, the tailor-made man.
Hilarious. Red suspenders.
Is he a face?
Yeah, he's the
I
face.
think
He
so.
wants
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow.
Boom.
Actually, did look
Flying
pretty good.
forearm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
it
never
is.
got
awesome.
to. He was never allowed to use that as. The
Is it
red
Buddy
use.
Landell, the
Yep,
Nature Boy,
more
or is
Buddy
it? Yeah,
Landell, baby.
yeah, nice.
Ooh, Missy's looking.
Yeah, she looks
Looking
like
fine.
Yeah.
she looks like Miley Cyrus. Looks great.
A little bit.
See
Yeah.
a little, yeah, I can see it a little bit.
If Miley Cyrus was smuggling watermelons in her shirt.
She's
I
super
carried
young.
a watermelon.
That's right. All the critics, all the experts, all over wrestling said it couldn't be done.
Moose thought Missy had a tall boy with her. That'd be pretty great too. The perfect woman. I got Svelte Oates over here. Daryl Hall's. I got him doing my oohs in the background.
We're gonna make your dreams come true, baby. Sting is at this point. Sting is hailed from every man's nightmare. When him and Eddie Gilbert team up, it's from every woman's fantasy. Eddie Gilbert, and from every man's nightmare, Sting.
Right.
That's funny.
That's a nice sweater vest that he's wearing underneath his jacket. I'm so angry. He's such. He's
Fucking guy.
this is when he's starting to become the Doc Hendricks character, I think.
No,
I can see it.
this was the first time he was really used at a high level as an announcer.
Mhm.
He And him and Jim Ross became my like favorite announce team at the time.
Yeah,
They
they're
were
very good.
fantastic. Because he wasn't a total heel. It was like Jesse.
Yeah.
A Lululemon pants on.
Yeah, he switched up to these tights. He came to.
It looks like he skipped a lot of leg days.
So here's the thing.
Moose says he's got an ass like a Totino's pizza.
Michael Hayes says, Terry Taylor, Buddy's not going to accept your challenge to wrestle for the belt tonight. And Buddy grabs the mic from Michael and goes, "Bud, you stay out of my business. I accept the fucking challenge." Yep.
You mind your own business.
That's so weird.
Back.
There's the
He
free
wanted to
birds
give
are
the
more
news. He's
singles
pissed.
guys right now. Yeah, he's mad.
Hayes
They were
is
in-
27 here. Finish off. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
It was crazy young.
She lived a hard life. Speaking of old world class, there's old Wild Bill Irwin Kelly.
Oh, right. This
Eddie Landau.
not one of my favorites from World Class.
Kareem Muhammad.
Oh, yeah. That was another one that I just read about in the mags. Didn't see.
Okay,
I don't think
this
I've ever seen him wrestle.
This was this very short-lived version of Devastation Incorporated
Mm,
that Buddy Landell was part of. I
Yeah,
don't
that-
remember this at all.
yeah, he doesn't
Like,
fit.
I know I was watching it, but I don't remember. And here comes Savannah Jack.
Oh, so this was the latest attempt at
Looks
a
like-
new
It's a great shirt.
JYD by
He
Vox.
was the latest attempt to replace JYD.
Right.
Banna Jack.
He turned on them, so what he gets, he deserves. Not that I like
He
Devastation.
shops at the Banana Republic, you know.
Ah, like that. I'm in best
Oh,
shape of my
I'm
life.
sorry. I'm sorry. Also, in this gang of weirdos that's Devastation Incorporated, Savannah Jack was a member, and they kicked him
kidding.
out.
Interesting.
And now who's going to team up with him? What a group here!
I
Holy
do like
shit.
what a ragtag bunch of misfits. I really like it. I always like a stable that has like a bunch of, you
Mhm.
know,
Unique characters.
There's some
Yeah.
talent levels in there. I'll tell you that.
Oh, look at this.
right. Reminds me of like the really rottens in the Laugh Olympics. Hey, Johnny, you know what I mean? That's what I like. What the hell, Landell? He's so gross.
Look at Lendell. Yeah.
Savannah
Yeah.
Jack goes, "Well, I went backstage and I joined the Scooby Doobies.
Yeah.
Let me introduce you to my
Yeah.
tag team partner."
I guess
Dino Mutt.
Anyway, ain't nobody coming. I told you that.
My favorite Laugh Olympics was one where they go back in time and Fred Flintstone was like the guest commentator.
Hilarious.
Oh,
I remember once when they went to Canada and they described it as freezing Canada. And it was all like
Oh, geez, of
it was
course.
all like being pulled by huskies and stuff.
yeah, here come the Scooby Doobies led by Iceman
Yeah.
Oh,
and
fuck. There
Chris
you go. I found
Adams.
somebody.
Chavo.
Dude, I love it. The Scooby Doobies. It's a good name for
Duggan's part of this group.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he went out and goes, "Okay," and all the good guys came out and said, "Let's beat the shit out of these guys."
he's like, let's go. That's what he talks like. He's got his boot. I love that one tube suck. Yeah.
Same kind of mannerisms. Like
Yeah,
you
he
know,
was
way-
already
way
doing
later.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you can't hate on Vince too much then. A lot of people do.
He was sanitized because he used to kick ass here and bleed like this
Mhm.
fucking sieve,
Right.
and he had much better matches.
That's
But
a
he was-
scrappy dude.
It was Duggan's fault because he was initially getting pushed strong, and then he fucked up and got arrested with a Sheik.
Yeah, that's
Right,
right.
right.
I remember hearing
Oh,
that
he's just
story.
sort of like, by the time
Yep.
he came back, WWF was a fucking cartoon anyway.
Yeah.
Cartoon.
And
I mean, he
just
was
would-
always
lucky to
pushed
keep a job. Yeah.
relatively strong. Like, he rarely ever lost a match.
Well, he was like a number 2, number 3 guy for a while.
Yeah. Well, Meltzer at the time always called him Hogan's understudy because he would
Ah.
do the
Yeah.
he
The
would
more
main event-
jingoistic stuff
main event
too.
the C
Yeah.
crew basically.
Jack Victory, Matt's favorite wrestler.
Give him the sharp dressed men.
All right, I am on hold. Thanksgiving Superdome. Coach, just around the corner. It's American Thanksgiving, obviously.
Mhm. So this must be
Yeah, late 86.
Hi, I'm
Oh,
looking
wow.
for tickets to the show.
yeah, this is a
The world
fantastic
gone
stable.
crazy.
They hug everybody at ringside.
That's crazy.
And
Z,
kiss some of them.
but in world class,
Yeah, I see what
especially
I
in
don't know
world
why
class,
I'm so sick.
they're getting sexually assaulted by underage girls who are just
Oh my
throwing
god.
themselves at them and like kissing them, and they have to like push them away.
Fuck's sake.
Hey,
Come on,
That's
Tussie!
crazy though. Look at him.
Security.
Tussie
Yeah, we look like Tussie. You're right, Big Tussie. Jenny's
in town.
fave. Good seats still available.
Uh-huh.
Start up the ZZ Top song again.
Right from the top.
Just give me a kiss, please. That's crazy. Young and old, they're all over them.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
give you
the
guys
demographics are pretty
a
crazy.
little update. 6-1 Phillies, bottom
Oh,
of the eighth.
right.
Almost
No, they
over.
better not gag this one away, Johnny.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Matt says the Thanksgiving event drew 11,000 according to Cage, Matt.
Holy
Oh
shit.
wow.
Pretty big show.
Well, it was at the
Sure.
Superdome though, so
Yeah.
not so much.
Yeah, it's like
They didn't
Defy.
sell it out.
Defy just ran that show in Yakima at that same Sundome that my beloved wife and I went to a number of years ago when it was Matt Hardy and Rey Mysterio and everything and that was pretty empty. But even this Defy, for as hot as they are, like I'm sure they drew some numbers out there. I mean, Yakima is not really close to anything, but you could still just see all the empty seats and all the shots. So like, what's the point in going to book something like that if you're
Yeah.
I
If
don't
you
know.
can't
They're
draw as
clearly
well
thinking
as
of
you're
yourself.
drawing in your
And
regular.
okay, and I know Kelly once said no talking about modern wrestling, and I agree with him. But real quick, that's what you're saying, Travis, is an example that lots of bookers need to start looking at
Yeah,
when it comes to where they're booking their TV shows.
yeah.
Yeah.
For
I think they just
sure.
have high hopes when they're going to certain markets, especially if they're going the first time. But I mean, I'm talking more AEW. Like
Yeah. AEW is hemorrhaging, man.
Yeah,
But also,
no,
Edge isn't I don't think Edge is the draw that they had hoped for.
but real quick,
Just isn't.
and I just
there'll
want
be
to
some
give
good stories told with them.
I want to give a rest in peace to where they did run Dynamite. That I went to the shows, a place here. It holds about 5,000. Always rocking, great attendance, Colorado, and the place just went out of business. It was 20 minutes
Oh,
away.
shit.
Fucking
Oh,
sucks.
rats.
I've seen so many great shows there.
Yeah, it's always sad.
Yeah, hold your venues close.
Mhm.
Okay, Max got to sit in on a seminar or did something with Gabe Klosky, and that's what one of the main takeaways is. We're so fortunate to have the Legion that we have, right? And that's like on a much smaller scale, but like if you have something that's gonna keep hosting your shit, then by God,
Hold on to it.
in God's name, hold on to it. Yeah.
Hey, did Memphis ever leave that studio? No. You know why? Because it worked.
Right. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
worked.
Just for the occasional Brigadoon performance, right? Josh?
Occasionally, they had to rent it out to the high school.
And when you have one venue that way, you really create a relationship with your audience. Right? And
That's
it's-
crazy. They only Matt telling me they only drove 300 to 350. Yeah, it's just Yakima's not close to anything too. Like that's it. When we went out to that show, I couldn't find anything to eat after like 9 o'clock. I think it was. It was ridiculous.
Wow, really?
Had to go to like a gas station.
Why do they have a dome out there? Is that what it is? The Sun Dome? Or is that something?
Yeah, it is. I don't. Maybe they thought they'd be more of a hub of sorts. Like, 'cause it's kind of like the in between Seattle and Spokane. You know what I mean? I think,
Right.
if memory serves.
I know
strange.
I know exactly where it is because my wonderful employers, Sprague Pest Solutions, have a branch in Yakima.
Oh, there you go.
Ah. Hilarious.
I know that.
Tatum suffering.
Okay, to get back to
Great
this,
selling there.
Yeah.
Hollywood
Just
John Tatum.
screaming.
Again, Hollywood John Tatum and Jack Victory just been kicked to the side by Eddie Gilbert, and Missy Hyatt, but they're still heels. So they're just like, well, you fucking losers, because they look like losers. That's what I always thought when I was
Look at those tights.
Yeah,
was-
but
when I was
Victory's tights are horrible.
Yeah, but Tatum and Victory just kind of looked like jobbers to me when I was a kid, but they were both very talented.
It happens with wrestlers at times. Their aesthetics don't match their abilities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, and at this point,
Especially early on.
but at this point, they hadn't really been presented as like ass kicking guys either.
Yeah.
They,
That's a big
they
thing,
came
too.
over from World Class
Wasn't
too, and they
optional.
were like kind of mid card guys. Like a year earlier from here, on what we're watching for Crockett, John Tatum's jobbing on TV in Crockett.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh
That
damn.
was a nice knee.
Nice.
oh,
That was very nice.
They're going to try to capitalize on this.
It's got to be it.
A suplex, yes. This could be it. Could have new
Pretty cool.
champion.
It's got to be one.
Two.
Oh, come on.
oh.
Guy's getting a thing across the throat. I guess they're
Well, it's a
fantastic.
fantastics though.
Yeah.
Fantastics, man.
Universe, baby.
It was across the chest too.
Sure is blatant chokehold.
Well, then he should be working the chest, shouldn't he, instead of the throat?
Well, he's a cheater.
I don't know. Good point. His
Throat's
Achilles heel.
It's always a good option. No matter what else is being worked.
Oh, victory.
And the thing that Michael Hayes pointed out, that Tatum and Victory just might not get many more chances.
No, I think this.
Yeah, they're even telling that story. You know that these guys are at the bottom of the back. Their
Right.
careers are in the shitter.
They might get fired if they keep losing.
He said they're not going to ever get another title shot. These guys, they got kicked out of their own heel stable. The baby faces want nothing to do with them. Usually the baby faces, they just accepted Savannah Jack. They told these two guys to go fuck themselves.
Savannah Jack.
There's a tag. What a clothesline.
Savannah Jack does look like a nicer guy. I'd rather
He
hang out
does.
with him.
Yeah. No shit. I
I
think
can
he's
kinda
better off
understand
not
that.
hanging out with that ragtag bunch of misfits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Devastation Incorporated looks at these two and goes, pass.
Yeah.
And Rogers is on the concrete.
Wasn't Victory with the sheep herders not too long before this?
No, after this.
Oh, after.
Jack Victory with the sheep herders.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was the flag carrier.
Their flag bearer. Their flag bearer.
Hilarious.
And tag team partner in six mans who actually could work.
Come on.
Boom, now Tatum.
Wild. He's not the legal man.
Body press.
He is.
He got the elbow right in the back of the head.
Oh no. Man,
Uh-oh.
Victory said he-
Nice new
What an
champs.
upset.
I
What an
love it.
upset.
I love it.
We got brand new champions.
Victory.
Wow.
Johnny drama.
When I was 15 years old,
I knew that sounded familiar.
okay,
JR's.
when I was 15 years old, I was such a smarky little asshole that I went, fuck you. These two guys are fucking jobbers. They shouldn't be beating the Fantastics. And now I'm like, oh, that was a great story they
Yeah.
told. That's fantastic. And
Well, you
these
got to do
guys
it.
are
Yeah.
Different eyes.
Yeah, that's
I love coming back to
grown-up eyes.
stuff like that.
Oh, geez. I didn't see that coming, Joe.
Yeah, I see these guys losing every fucking week.
That was pretty awesome. That was a
Show.
good match.
Yeah, these shows are crazy how
Well, that's
loaded they
another
are.
thing. Unlike WWF, Watson
Yeah.
shows were generally like all great matches.
Mhm.
Just like World Class did it
Yeah.
the same way.
Yeah, Crockett, all the southern territory.
Yeah, well, Crockett on TBS was almost 2 hours of jobber matches.
Yeah,
Like,
that
cool.
was different. And didn't UWF have some lesser shows too?
oh, UWF, you had an occasional good main event.
Yeah, but they had like a lesser TV show, like a B show. Or whatever, right?
Oh, UWF. I
Yeah,
misunderstood. They had a Power Hour and their main show.
Yeah.
And Power Hour had awesome matches too, though. So.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe not.
I mean, you had guys you knew were gonna fucking lose, but they had some name value. Like, believe me, Savannah Jack doesn't get a lot of W's.
Well, he didn't
Really?
last too long, right? He was.
No, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
Every
hell of a kick.
Hell of
every
a tan.
attempt at a new
Haluva
JYD
kick.
bombed pretty much.
Yeah. Hell of a tan on Terry Taylor here. Look at
Yeah.
that. Wow.
We can't possibly
Golden
see
God.
two title changes on one TV show, could we? Man, yeah. Boy, those kind of gloves back in the day. They used to be
you
the
were looking at the gloves?
sexiest thing a woman could wear.
Were you, okay, in that shot, you were looking at the gloves. You and I are very different people.
Different strokes for different folks.
Oh, I agree. The gloves.
You know
are
what
sick,
I'm saying?
you know.
Strokes.
Oh, see, yeah, he accidentally
Disqualify the match.
top rope. Okay,
Oh,
they've been
nice.
okay.
Oh no!
There we go.
Not
He's
the
been
bite.
doing-
That's so 80s. That's so 80s. The fingerless studded glove. It was
Two other-
DiBiase's.
Oh, missed.
Yeah.
He didn't hit
times,
it there.
Yeah.
2 other times on this show, the referees did endings where sorry, that's the fucking rules. And this time he accidentally throws Buddy Roberts over. He's like, no, and they play on that and go, okay, no, it was an accident. That was how it was booked. Oh, and that's when we go into next week.
And we're out of time.
Crazy.
Oh, right. That's it.
He hit him with
That's
the glove.
good stuff, man.
He hit him with the glove.
Some great television.
Affairs
the DQ.
VP. Ken
There's
Mental.
Grizzly Smith.
Matchmaker Grizzly.
yeah. That's always a little
Yeah.
rough. That's always a little rough.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Get
so
outta here,
the
Ray
disqualification
Stevens.
was called off the loaded punch.
Kiss
Yes.
that, Matt.
So what was the point of the
Fuck
the
JR
previous
going nuts.
controversy?
JR's call.
The point of the over the top rope thing
Yeah,
was
they were going to do a DQ anyway.
it was to scare the audience into thinking it's going one way, and they go, oh no, maybe Terry Taylor does have a chance, and that scumbag just gets himself disqualified.
Sean, I've been looking
anyway,
for the
'cause he
perfect
doesn't
way.
care. He just wants to get revenge on him and fuck up his face. All right, last show we had a tag team match with a manager named Dr. Love, who we couldn't figure out who it was. I eventually thought, I was like, wait, is this guy Christopher Love? And it was.
Yeah.
And I remember I said I thought it was going to be Ronnie P. Gossett, and it's not. But I looked out and found Ronnie P. Gossett versus Christopher Love. Enjoy.
Wow. Maybe the student versus the teacher or something.
There's Dave Brown, who is currently on Collision tonight.
Oh, really?
Yep.
No
How
shit.
old is he now?
I do not know.
Oh my gosh.
There's Ronnie P. Gossett,
Where is this?
Memphis.
Fat man.
This is Memphis in the not so great years, my friend.
This is when Lance was working for WCW, I take it.
Maybe
Lance Russell.
like Jeff Jarrett's there and a lot of fucking like. Ugh.
Yeah. No, it looks pretty low rent compared to your usual
Is it-
Memphis.
They spent all the money on that guy's robe, man. It's bigger than your average robe. Or maybe he's just a bigger guy.
Oh, they're both gigantic. Dude.
They
They're
are,
like-
yeah.
You remember
That
Dr.
is
Love?
ridiculous.
The hat's a choice.
Jesus.
I do appreciate the robe on Christopher Love because more wrestlers need to wear robes again. There's a dearth
Oh,
of
the robe's
robe
fine.
wrestling right now.
Jesus, Sean. John with a Jerry Lawler joke, and you can only guess with that.
Used to call me on the phone daily and ask to be on my application file. Liar. Teaching you how to be a manager.
You're a liar, Earl. I've been start doing that every show now.
Oh, dude, that hurt. That one hurt.
Sorry.
That one hurt.
Not one year ago in a diaper, punk. Who was running around here and ripped off half of the wrestlers he managed? Your checks are still.
Dave Brown is just thinking, and this is what it's come to, huh?
Yeah.
About you.
The glory days are long in the rearview mirror.
Slime ain't good enough word. Yeah, let me tell you something in a nice way, my friend.
And I do think that's very nice of them to bring out Dave Brown and. Oh, okay. Now, Here's how bad
Is
it
this
is.
Eric Embry? No.
I don't know, but they're the PYTs. Not quite the same PYTs you
Right.
remember from Memphis's golden years.
Right.
In many,
Get
many
there
ways.
soon enough. Jeff Jarrett.
Robert Fuller.
Robert Fuller making another appearance.
Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett. Yeah.
So many guys we've seen already tonight.
Yeah.
They're
So
still
young.
fucking working. And this is
Jeff,
the fucking
Jeff
80s.
Jarrett wrestled Eddie Kingston tonight.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, is that right? Man, I've never really enjoyed Jarrett as much as I've enjoyed him now in his current run. You know, I've never been a Jarrett mark. But
I don't think too many people.
I have been, but it depended on how he was being presented. But I've always been a Jeff Jarrett fan.
Yeah. What I can say is that he definitely gets heat. You know, no matter where he goes. I went to that Portland show, Rampage, and there was a couple sitting in front of us, and this one guy, he was silent. He was sitting on his hands the whole time. And then for the Jarrett match, it was some kind of tag match. Like, oh man, he got up right away. He's like, "Fuck you, Jarrett!" The whole
man,
time.
that's the fucking best.
The whole time. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was. I'm like, okay, this guy's got does got.
Hey.
Oh, these three look.
They
familiar.
want to sell you pizza. This pizza's
the-
die for.
I hope this is in the Iron Claw. This
Oh,
scene.
Better be.
oh, you buried that one.
The Pizza Hut commercial.
Muffins. Where is this?
I love
This is,
commercials.
yeah, see, this is the Pizza Hut commercial. You know, I fell off that ladder.
Pizza in.
Pizza Hut. Yeah, I fell off the ladder in a Pizza Hut.
Oh,
Did you really?
Hilarious.
motherfuckers.
Oh,
Rat
damn.
infested Pizza Huts.
I am another world-class tragedy.
Sean says the flavor will toxic shock you. Jesus Christ. Coming into Thriller. It's time for October.
Oh, motherfucker.
No, this was
Sean.
the theme. For
That was
the
a good
TV
one,
show.
Sean.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta write that down because that hurt my ribs. That's how we're gonna pick the title of tonight's show. Whatever
what
hurts my ribs the most.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so where are we here? January 4th, 1986. If we're going to get tagged for anything, this will be it.
I thought I'd take a gamble.
But I think with the earlier stuff, I think it's all right. Ha! Where to go, boss?
It's all from the
Oh,
91 the title. Oh, Bruno.
And hey, if we do get flagged for it, it goes up on our Patreon. For
That's
those
right.
of you who follow us on Patreon, those of you who we'd love for you to join us on Patreon.
Right.
That's the kind of sort of thing you get over there, along with lots of other stuff.
Well, I'll tell you, Macho Man is really going places. He's really climbed that ladder fast, and it looks like he's going to be there. Stay there. And also the tag team champions in the
That's
non-title
great.
matchup, Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus.
So Vince, why do I still have to wear the canary yellow if you're in this? Seems a little inconsistent.
This is a tag team match.
I'm gonna guess Bruno requested to stay in the Canary Yellow.
Yeah.
From parts
Good look.
unknown at 290 pounds.
Moondog Spot
Nice.
in this era just teamed with anybody
Yeah.
because Rex
I
was
remember.
gone.
Right. That's where he had the Barry O team that we love so
Yeah,
much, right?
yeah. That was one of his.
Al Navarro, though.
I'm gonna do a podcast in the future about Moondog Spot's random tag team partners.
Oh wow, it's been so long.
Yeah, here's an old favorite.
An old favorite at MTT.
This is cousin Junior or Luke?
This is the good one, right?
I can't remember. I
I
think it's
think
cousin
Luke-
Junior. Yes, I think it's cousin
Is it?
Junior.
Okay,
And you know
he was
who,
the first one.
and you know who cousin Junior was in World Class, Kelly?
I know I've known it, but I can't recall it right now.
The fucking Mongol.
Oh, this is
Remember
the
the-
Mongol.
That was his full wrestling name, the fucking Mongol. Ladies
Yeah,
and
I mean-
gentlemen.
It was either him or the
TFM.
other. It was either him or the other cousin. It was either him or the other cousin, but
I don't think
it was
this-
him.
Guy was the Mongol. But yes, I remember. Yeah, because I did the bio for him. There was one of the two was only around for like a couple months.
Right, and one of them was definitely the Mongol. The one that was
Yeah.
only, one that was only. I can't remember, but one of them was very talented, as we discovered on this show.
Go, it's
And the
Cousin
other one
Luke.
was
It's not
terrible.
Cousin Junior. Cousin
Yeah,
Luke's the
Luke
one
was
who's
the first one. Yeah, Junior was the one
I don't
that
remember any of
replaced
these.
him and
and
stayed.
surprised us a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would have been the Mongol.
So which
This
that
is-
was the Mongol? That was
I
the
believe so. I'm just gonna
could
double
say-
check here.
And I'm gonna guess this is not going to be a good match.
Come on, it's got a hillbilly Jim.
Mongol. Hey, it's got Moondog.
Exactly.
Moondog
It's
Spot's
got our
the-
favorite
the top
referee.
worker in the
Moondog
match.
Spot's a legitimate great fucking wrestler.
forgotten Mario brother.
With the
Oh,
right
gee.
partners. and
Speaking of
right-
which, I got this in the mail today. I'm not
Oh, nice.
I'm not gonna play it yet until
yeah, Julia
Mario
bought
Brothers
it
Wonder.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Hillbilly Jim gives him a shove, but Jim hangs on to the side headlock.
We find out that Al Navarro is some lost super worker tonight.
Al Navarro.
Hey, Sharif back. Good to see you again, man.
Wow,
Sharif
Sharif.
Morrow, ladies and gentlemen. One half of Reloaded.
Also, cousin Luke was the Mongol.
Awesome, man.
Uh,
Thanks, Sharif.
Damn it, Sharif. I wish I knew off the top of my head. I know he's ranked one of the top 500 black wrestlers in that ranking that just came out recently. Because he is fucking awesome.
Who's that you're talking about?
Sharif Morrow, baby.
Oh, what list? I mean,
Oh, I can't remember what it was. Sharif might know more about it. He retweeted it. There's a couple Boom talent, Lionsgate Dojo talent. It's pretty awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
So cousin Luke was the Mongol, and he is the longer lasting
Okay,
cousin.
that makes
Cousin
sense.
Junior was the brief one.
Well, that
Oof, look at
that makes sense because I hated the Mongol because his gimmick was fucking stupid, but he wasn't a bad wrestler.
No, not at all.
It's fine.
Yeah. We saw a good music video back when Moose was on the Moondogs. That was greatly disturbing, Johnny, if you remember.
Uh-huh.
Al Navarro. That's the
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the guy who's taking the pinfall in this match, Al Navarro.
Yeah. Ah,
Oh, spoilers.
the powerhouse. Looks like Ringo Starr. Yeah. Cousin Luke.
Tomorrow?
No, Cousin Luke is Ringo Starr.
What?
Peace and love.
Maybe in the Shiny Time Station days.
Yes. Let himself go. Well, I've given up on shoes, haven't I? I don't need them. Peace and love.
6-1 Phillies, bottom of the ninth, baby.
Righteous Reg is the wrestling guy who put together that list, and yeah,
Cool.
286. Sharif Morrow, our boys.
Yes, yeah. Navarro surrenders to the hillbilly bear hug. From what? Hey,
All right. No. Hey, I understand what it's like.
No. He's
Yeah,
like,
I know they should recruit him to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. They should start.
True.
Look, I've
Enough
I've
of
kissed-
this
I've kissed a
random
few-
tagging.
I've kissed a few family members myself, so
No, it's a real Hatfields and McCoy thing between them.
yeah, totally.
They should have. Did they ever do the Moondogs versus the Hillbillies?
They should have, but they did
God,
not.
that
But
was
they
a-
should have.
Missed opportunity.
That Vince.
This
laugh.
is when Vince is his most obnoxious with the
Yes.
laughing.
Uh-huh.
When the Hillbillies.
Right there it goes. I've
That
never
laugh,
seen anything
really
like-
takes me way back, to my
Yeah.
childhood. That Vince McMahon
Totally.
laugh, right? It's like it's
There's so
so
much.
characteristic of that time.
There's so much deep-seated psychological shit about because he was a fucking redneck.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's so true.
All goes back to
Yeah,
those
yeah,
leaves.
yeah. I used-
The leaves that he stuffed in his
Trailer trash.
cousin. I'm sorry, Johnny.
All right, an update with Lord Al.
Oh my man.
Of the World Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion Hulk Hogan knows no.
For those of you on YouTube, I'm holding a muscle while I'm doing this now
Yeah.
because it helps when I start to laugh because I'm in so much pain.
Famous pervert, Lord Alfred Hayes. Oh, I caught. Oh.
Oh shit!
Rock and
Rock and
wrestling.
wrestling. Yeah.
I got a VHS
On
of this
CBS Saturday mornings.
Right underneath, Hogan's like, this show's gonna suck.
Well, it's not even their voices. So
Is that Jim Steinman? Fuck, I love this song. This is my favorite Hogan
theme. Yeah.
Eye of the Tiger's pretty great too. I mean, obviously, but this is so good.
Hogan mincing around.
Okay, I will say I didn't just pick this, not watch it ahead of time. I watched this ahead of time. I was like, yeah, this is worth to take. Yeah, we got to take a gamble on this episode. This is fantastic.
Yeah,
we should do an episode of Hogan's Rock and Wrestling.
Totally.
That'd be amazing.
I don't know if I could sit through 20 minutes of that fucking terrible fucking show. It's hard, dude.
Fun to make fun of.
Sean said they presented that like Lord Alfred was about to announce
Jeff
the
Ripley?
Libyans. The Libyans had fired on an F-14 in the Mediterranean.
Okay, I
wow.
no memory of this job guy, Jeff
Cripley. Could you have a worse
Bessie
name?
buys his clothes at a rummage sale.
Wow.
Well,
that's
totally
such an
not true.
insult.
Silk Hernandez.
It was in the 80s. It was a
no.
you buy your clothes at a thrift store?
A rummage sale. Yeah.
No, it was Liberace's rummage sale. So I mean, come on.
Is this creature man or beast?
Okay.
Yeah, what a sign for Hercules.
Reggie Lemelin refereeing tonight's match.
Jeff Cripley. Holy moly.
Great name.
Wow. He's just wrestling in tube socks. Those aren't boots.
What the fuck?
I forgot my boots.
His gimmick is he's Tom Cruise in Risky Business.
Yeah.
He just took his shirt off.
Yeah. Missed opportunity with the entrance though.
I mean, 265 pounds. That man is really put together.
You'd hear Freddie.
Yeah, $200 a week. Was he talking about how much Cripley makes?
Pretty good in this time, in 85.
Yeah. It's good. Ravishing. It's a Bonnie Tyler song. But it actually has lyrics to it.
That's right.
Yeah, Jim Steinman.
Hercules must have just started here around this time.
Yep. This is like one of his first appearances.
He didn't have the Roman gear on now. It was kind of
no.
Picking him up by the sphincter.
That fucking side. If this was
you really got it there, Herc.
Kelly, if this was his debut, that sign is this creature man or beast. Like Vince made that sign, or he had his kids make it. Make it and hand it to somebody. Because it's so weird. Who would bring that sign? It makes no sense.
In Allentown?
No, this is in Poughkeepsie, I think.
Poughkeepsie. Nice. He's killing, man.
Yeah, it's Poughkeepsie.
Being a little bit more attention to some of the fans about ringside than he is his opponent. Well, you know what's happening, Vince. A guy like Hercules Hernandez, so powerful, so tough, that right now he's gonna think so.
Nice snapmare. That was like
first wrestling
doing a ballet. Yeah, very nice.
Well, I figured since we've been showing a lot of 85, we show some.
Yeah.
What is this? 80? Is it early 85?
WWF? January 86. Yeah.
86 WWF. The difference is striking.
Yeah, it is.
They really emphasize like just squeeze every move out and like draw it out as much as possible, right?
And also, Zubin, we've been watching Crockett's syndicated show at this time, and it is non-stop action and angles.
Yeah, it's so good, man.
And,
depends on what you like, right? Some people like the slower pace. Some people love the.
Well, see, this is what I grew up on, and I felt wrestling.
Burning Hammer.
And then I discovered other stuff and was going, "Oh, this is a much better television."
Torture rack finish. How often did Herc use that?
For a good year plus.
It's pretty cool.
Him and Hogan have a match on Saturday Night's Main
He
Event.
wasn't allowed to use this.
Right, where he has it on for a
Hogan in
long
it,
time. Yeah,
and
yeah.
he thinks Hogan gave up,
Oh, no,
so
I
he
didn't
drops him.
How long was Freddie managing
Not long.
Herc? Yeah.
Freddie, and just when I started watching
You squint, that's Seth
regularly
Rollins.
in like August of '86, and Freddie was still managing, but he was done within a month or so after I started watching regularly. And Slick takes over all his guys.
Right.
Oh, that reminds me. I listened to Slick on the JVL and Briscoe show. Fantastic. He's like one of the true great nice guys in wrestling. And he revealed that the Akeem gimmick was his idea to keep one man gang employed because they were like best friends. And it was like, let's do this. You know, you've done this. I'm going to teach you this. We'll go pitch this to Vince. He'll love it. He did love it. And that's what kept him employed, because Vince was going to fire one man gang, and Slick saved him by coming up with that fucking gimmick. So it's still a racist gimmick, but that's what actually happened, and it was to save his best friend's job. So it's more complicated. Look at this: the coolest motherfucker in the WWF and in almost all of wrestling.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah, say what you will about the quality of the Saturday shows and the in-ring stuff. I mean, they had a ton of super talented and charismatic wrestlers on there.
Oh, right. Oh, totally, man. Like, so if you got like the Madison Square Garden network or something, you can see the matches. But as far as who jumped off the screen the most to me was fucking Savage here. I thought he's a despicable heel here, but he was my favorite wrestler in the WWF this time.
You guys are talking to me. Oh yeah, man.
Won't shut up.
You trust me? I trust you. You trust me, huh?
Hey, all right, let's do a quick trust fall. Let's go, Gene. I want to drop right now.
Say goodbye, Namby Pamby.
Goodbye, Namby Pamby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when did, so this is
So
this,
comfortable
she,
to watch now.
this is when she first debuted. She never talked again after that.
Yeah, she talked a lot more in her first few months, that's for sure.
Vince realized that she really was not good at acting. At least she was great at emoting.
Yeah, her facial expressions are great.
Wow.
Hey,
Give me a break. I gotta use that more often. I've been using the "come on." I did that recently. I did a couple "come on, Kyle" at the most recent show. But I like that. Give me a break. It's pretty good too.
Here you go. Speak of the devil.
And speaking Moose. This is how we opened our show with Moose. Tony Baroni?
Did you see that picture I sent you, Travis? Travis,
what's that?
Did you see that picture I sent you about what I found today?
What was it?
Okay. Some Mormons met my family in the park today and insisted that they take a Book of Mormon to the point where they just took one. You know, I was like, hey, they got to make that quota. You know, and they brought it home.
Just take a book.
and I immediately open it up. I go, I've never looked in one of these. And I immediately open it up, and the first words in 3 spots that jump off the page are the word Baroni.
That's right.
And it's a person, and I highlighted them and took a picture.
Look at that. There's our boy. Yeah, man. Fuck yeah.
I picked this one for a reason.
Yeah.
But Baroni's in the Book of Mormon.
Hilarious. I think it's spelled somewhat differently.
Rick Jacobs.
Creepers.
Baroni.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah. That's funny.
You need to work that into an angle eventually.
We'll see.
Into an angle.
Okay.
Not even just a promo. Straight up an angle.
You could add a whole new dimension to his character eventually.
Top shape. Look at that beautiful drop toe hold on Barry Ho. Gets behind him, hooks one of the arms.
He called him Barry Ho.
And I think it was on purpose.
Young Barack Obama. Very very good, Moose.
Bruno knows what's going on.
Yeah, Bruno has to apologize the next week. I simply was saying that the young Barry O is a hell of a ukulele player.
And also, I mean, I was not aware of his sexual promiscuity.
Whatsoever.
And I apologize.
Well, I mean, Barry O was one of the guys who went out when Vince was in trouble with the steroids and stuff. So.
Yeah,
that's why.
Weren't they both on the same show together? Weren't they both on the same Donahue?
Donahue,
yeah.
So I guess Barry Ho it was.
Yeah. It was a signal.
Yeah.
Look at that lariat. Yeah.
I'll admit
not
this.
much of one.
My 15-year-old self thought the Killer Bees gimmick was kind of cool. And that's one thing I look back on now. I was like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Some opinions don't.
The bomb is what it says on Rick Jacobs. Is
that
what it says?
Yeah, he's the bomb. Rick Jacobs, the fucking bomb, man.
He was the bomb, man.
Hilarious.
Johnny, was it the name or was it the tights?
That was his nickname. That was his nickname in high school.
Oh wow! What a great man!
Let's
beat the shit out of Jacobs. Yeah.
That's why
extended
I like
beat down.
That's why I
jump. Yippee!
That's why I like the gimmick because
well, he does wear a bee suit in Galaxy there.
Yeah, there you go.
Mario, there you go.
Yeah, but they kicked ass and were both great wrestlers. So I was like, I'm all in on bees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it could have been really any gimmick as long as the wrestling was.
There's that drop kick that
I
he always talks about.
Killer Bees. The Killer Bees kind of sounds badass. So
true.
You know how many Killer Bees movies? Vince had just seen Swarm. Got an idea.
It's drop kick. Fuck yeah.
Great.
Yes.
Fucking vertical. God damn. That's beautiful. And I like
what he was known for.
Yeah.
Like stopping them. Oh, well, the timing wasn't the best.
Yeah. Oh, what?
I like what they're going
for. Doing? Yeah.
Yahoo!
I
love being a bee. Feel the buzz.
They lost me when they started doing
all right,
the
this is We Belong to the City, taking us into news time. This is Bruno.
If anything's gonna get us flagged, it's all this.
Bruno being DJ. Bruno being a
exactly. He's
home. The drive home DJ.
He's the special guest on American Top 40 that week.
If you don't mind, Casey, I'd like to read the dedication.
Where are those pictures I was supposed to see? Every time, come out of a goddamn death dedication. Okay, Roddy Piper's talking.
You always go to that Casey case. I'm sorry.
Sometimes he's got to have someone tell him when to go to the bathroom. These are the guys that are your heroes. These are the guys that are so terrific. These are the guys you're throwing in.
Bathroom?
You're being so brave in Boston. Why you're being so brave and honest, what they do is they take Orndorff and they're putting this cast on him. Why are they putting the cast on him?
My other favorite WWF wrestler at the time was Piper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Piper was my first favorite before Brett.
You know, last time I was in Boston, me and AC baby here.
AC.
I was dealing with a full bag. Ain't you 53 cars any day? He and AC baby.
AZ was he when he became your favorite? Was he babyface?
Bruno, is that why you have this?
Yeah, he would have been because I started watching when I was around 6. I started watching around 3 or 4, and I was born in 84. So
it would have been post-retirement when he come back. Yeah.
You're back losers again. Are you mad at us because you threw these guys in the ring with these?
I became a huge fan of Piper, like in '84 and around this time when he was just the biggest fucking asshole.
Started rock and wrestling,
and I loved him. I was just like, yeah. And his initial, well, then the initial heel turn that led to the feud with Adonis, and then the retirement, all in, and then to me. And it's just, we've talked about this. There's a lot of age difference stuff. I never liked Piper as much as a babyface from then on. And he got too over the top for me sometimes. And I liked him as a heel who like hit Jimmy Snuka over the head with a fucking coconut. You know.
Yep.
His
I love him
commentary,
now in spite of
especially
that.
as a babyface.
Oh, the commentary.
Horrible.
Now, with the exception, I love the feud with
Don
Flair.
Driggers, man. We're getting
Don
some
Driggers.
great names
Okay,
tonight.
Holy
the
fuck.
feud with Flair, the stuff with Brett, amazing stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still actually, you know what? I remember his promo before that match with Brett, where he's talking about how he was something about them kind of being raised together or whatever, and how his mom
he babysat Brett, but which was bullshit. That didn't
they
happen.
made
But
up all that
he
shit.
said
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Whatever. Right. But that stuck with me as a kid. When you hear that stuff as a kid, you almost believe it, right? I was kind of imagining it. That was such a good
Okay, right this away, Mr. Macho
And his
Man.
role as Virgil's like coach when Virgil turned on DiBiase was really good too.
Body pants.
I remember that.
Boy, the level. Okay, there's such a difference at this point between here and Crockett, between the talent level of these job guys in both promotions. Because Riggers and the rest, like, who the fuck are these guys?
Hulkster loves a little. He could have used that. You got lust in your eyes.
That's
the
where it
fans
started.
in Poughkeepsie
That's
knew
where
it.
started.
Yeah.
That's where it started. Oh, there it is again.
Well, they were working a program. At
Right.
Yeah,
We saw some of those matches back when we first came back.
Yeah, awesome matches, man.
Incredible, yeah.
This
like
was
I
before he
said-
won the Intercontinental title. Like,
I love when he goes down to his knees like that.
So fast. Super athletic move.
Don Riggers. Where do they fucking drag these fucking guys up to be on the most popular wrestling show in syndication?
Mostly they were
To a
just
degree, they probably
local.
want them to be somewhat bland, right? Like something to play on. Like if the enhancement talent is too flashy, then they end up taking some of the attention away, right?
Yeah, but
they have almost someone bland like that.
I swear, like I said, in Crockett, they got guys who go out and lose every fucking match, but you watch them and they're like, oh, they're all really good, competent workers, you know, and who like
you're not feeling Driggers?
Oh, there it is again. Fucking loving those knees to the back are running. Fucking Brady hit one of those
Did he
post
actually
match.
go under the ring?
I think so.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
What's this guy doing?
This is
it's
awesome.
Security.
That Driggers is about to.
Okay,
Driggers about to get color on Saturday afternoon.
I know. I'm going to answer my own question by thinking like Vince McMahon, which is fucking dangerous. Okay.
Get this guy away from the trees.
I want you to cheat. I want you to cheat even to beat this fucking Driggers motherfucker. Makes you even more evil. Like, why would he cheat to beat up Driggers?
No, you're absolutely right about that, actually.
Because he's a prick.
Boom.
It's a good logic point that he shouldn't have to cheat against this guy.
Just do it because you
Love
can.
it.
Well, I don't know if that was cheating per se. Going for
Okay, that was a little too much, man.
But the extracurriculars.
Not cool.
Hey, Kelly,
But that was just Macho's way of doing things.
Kelly, I'm a heel fan too. I'm a heel.
Who's he calling in?
I'm just saying. He's got something to say.
You big kiss, Riddle.
Yeah.
Of course it does.
Green tights, not worn that often, but still
No.
part of
I
that
like the
original
green.
look.
He
Yeah.
abandoned
I'm a
those
fan.
after the first
Here we go.
couple of years.
Hit the graduation song, yeah.
Stay in school.
Yeah, he's always promoting that. One day you too will hear this song. Yeah, dig it.
Now he's still murdering.
Even when he's a heel.
Poor Driggers.
Watch me kill kill Driggers, graduates. Yeah.
That was Driggers' mom's sign.
Yeah, early Macho in WWF is great because he's still wrestling like he did in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Totally raw and out of
Lunatic.
control.
Yeah, it's awesome.
He does tone it down a bit.
It's
the
what made
coming
it.
year or
It's
two.
what instantly made him my favorite
Fuck,
fucking wrestler.
legendary, man.
That and,
It's probably my
and this,
all-time
and
favorite
this.
finishing move.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh.
And now we have Kyrie, the modern day
Oh, yeah.
best elbow.
Yeah. Oh, she does beautiful. Like her vertical on the
Get up on stage with the principal and freak out.
Oh, jeez, that'd be the beginning of a epic long feud between those two.
Here we go.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Mm.
Speaking of American Top 40, the soundtrack of this entire show was what I was listening to on American Top 40.
Yeah.
Guys, in 1985, I listened to a lot of American Top 40. Either in the car or we're at the beach house and I'm young and there's nothing to do and I have a radio. And I'd listen to Casey Kasem and tell
Casey Kasem. I was trying to remember the name of the guy. Kasem, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Or
he's
Rick
great.
Dees.
This is our
I thought Rick Dees
dedication.
fucking sucked.
That's
I
right.
Calgary,
love
we
Ca-
had Rick Dees, and then we had Casey
Weekly
Kasem.
top 40.
Yeah.
I think
Casey.
Z95 or
These
one of
are
those
prescription.
But see, I was aware enough to know that Casey was also like the voice of Shaggy and the voice of all
Right,
these
right.
great cartoon characters and everything. I was like super into Casey.
Was the Cliff Jumper and Transformers was
Yeah.
Casey Kasem.
No shit.
He was Robin on Super Friends.
Right.
That's right. Yeah.
He was married to a 6'5" backed blonde, and he was like 4'11".
Sean's doing the all caps. Your favorite thing that Johnny. You can't come out of a fast song and do a dedication for a dead dog. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, and I was like, listen, you do this to me every time. Like, I wish I like, look, I want someone to use their fucking brain so that every time I'm not coming out of an up-tempo number, I don't have to do a goddamn death dedication.
Death
Where are those
dedication.
pictures I was supposed to see? Down on the phone. Listen. Now, for the last time, I want someone to use their fucking brains and
Woo. Did this
Oh,
ever get
smokes.
further developed?
The show just
he
got
was
blue.
showing that she's sexier than Wendy Richter because he'd rather make out.
Right.
But
Boy.
Richter was
Subjective.
gone by
It's
then.
subjective.
Boy, there's a lot of stories going on between Roddy Piper and Moolah kissing on camera. Oh boy.
Be right back, you guys.
Look at this card. I mean, this card. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, Bruno and Orndorff versus Piper.
Oh, that'd be a
Morton.
good match.
Oh yeah, the shows at the Boston Garden and everything. WWF was kicking ass. You just did not see it on television whatsoever.
Yeah, I've seen a
hello.
lot of these matches actually.
Corporal Kirshner.
Ugh,
Ugh.
this guy is one of my least favorite from this era.
Dude,
Why
he
is
was-
that, Kelly?
why is that
Corporal
Kelly?
Kirsch. Why?
Yeah.
It's not so much the American jingoistic stuff. It's just I don't
Because
know.
he sucks.
Yeah, he stinks.
He looks like Matt
horrible.
Menard with long hair. Actually, no,
And-
Matt Menard does have longer hair.
And Z, he also sucks.
Kirshner. God damn it.
Z, he also
see?
Yeah.
Travis.
Z.
Yep.
Kirshner's go. Yeah, it's talking about some planted science.
How many signs did this guy make?
What also sucks about
No
Kirshner, especially if you were my age at the time, which was 15.
Yeah.
Corporal
Yeah.
Kirshner was Vince's idea of a replacement for Sergeant Slaughter,
Oh,
who
for fuck's
just
sake.
took off over GI Joe money, and
Right.
ended up in the WWA.
See,
And-
two
and-
left
and-
feet.
And
Yeah.
I loved Sergeant. We're 15 years old. We thought Sergeant Slaughter was fucking awesome. And then they go, "Oh,
Ugh,
I
God.
love Sergeant Slaughter. You'll love Corporal Kirshner." We're like, "Go fuck yourself."
Mm. Was he very good in the ring? I guess we're gonna
No,
find out.
he
this
was
match.
horrible. Just look.
Yeah, I'm not seeing very much from him.
It wasn't the first time Vince would try to do a reasonably
No.
hand-drawn facsimile, and
At
it wouldn't
this
be the
time,
last.
He was, he was
I know exactly
addicted
who you're
to
thinking about.
trying to come up with these fake.
At
Fake
the same
guys.
time, he tried to replace Jimmy Snuka with CDI.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Which was the most infamous disaster.
Yeah.
But then, of course, the
Dan Spivey
Diesel-
for Barry
don't
Windham.
forget about many years later, Diesel and Razor Ramon.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I figured you were referring to.
But that
Right.
was like meta kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's
he's
true.
so smart.
Yeah. This was just, I don't know. Like it was hubris. It was Vince thinking, oh, fuck, I can just come up with a name. They don't even have to have any talent.
I think he thought, well, I just still need to fill that market demographic because he knew he wasn't gonna be able to push this asshole to the heights
Right.
of Sergeant Slaughter. And
No.
And you knew he knew. He took a perverse joy in teasing that fucking crowd at the
Yeah, yeah.
He purposely tanked Scoffy's career.
And Corporal, like he obviously
Corporal.
knew, like when you give someone that rank, that's like the lowest rank.
Yeah, you went from sergeant.
That's a good point, actually. He's not even captain or something like that.
Right, I've said this on the show numerous occasions.
Like Corporal is the
second lowest.
Sergeant to Corporal.
Yeah,
Private.
Yeah, he's not private. But
Okay,
He's not private.
Private Patterson.
No, speaking of Klinger, they could have turned him. No, they should have done what they did to Adrian Adonis. They should have done the Corporal Kirshner, because we already knew Corporal Klinger wore a dress. And if it
it would have worked.
He could have gotten over.
For the Venn diagram middle of MASH and wrestling fans, I would have definitely.
Yep, there you go.
Do you know how many people watched the last episode of MASH? Like 2/3.
What year was that? What year was that?
It's still the most watched show.
83.
Yeah, 83. Yeah.
I'd love to know what the demo was on that.
Everybody.
And wrestling
I
was known
remember
to
watching it. Yeah, with my parents.
wrestling was known to kind of fall in the wake, right, of
It's
things.
2
So
years.
3
It's
years later,
3 years. 3 years later after MASH is just good for Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
He should have been trying to go with Rambo. But
Well, that's what he's. He obviously
That's
is
what they're
Sylvester
probably referring
Stallone
to.
Rambo
he's a
ripoff.
corporal. A corporal. What a dumb fucking. Private would have worked. You said
Still
it.
love
Private
my
would have worked
country.
better. They could have filmed him escaping a Viet Cong prison like they with the same quality of Ricky Steamboat fighting ninjas. They've done something with him.
Well, I know they did vignettes for him coming in, but
Well, we need to find them. I'm sure they're
Yeah.
fantastic.
I don't think they're as good as what we could come up with right now.
Randy Macho Woman Savage.
Oh, fuck you,
Thick
you
burn.
fat
Brutus.
dick.
Brutus is a fruitcake.
Hey, Vicky,
here
you
we
got
go.
Vicky Sue Robinson to do this.
Yeah, I know.
I own this album, by the
The
way.
wrestling album.
You still
I've
have
told
it?
that-
Amazing.
No,
Is
I
that
told that story.
Strongbow?
I won this album
No.
calling in and answering a trivia question on U68.
Oh, no way.
All right.
Yeah, but U68, where I watched all that wrestling, they call in with it, answer this trivia question. What is Hector Guerrero's nickname? I call in and go, the Mexican jumping bean, and they go, you won the wrestling album. And I got it in
Hilarious.
the mail. Like, 2 months.
Moose owns it on vinyl. Yeah, Young Rotunda.
I
Yo, you
listened
gotta
to
have
it
that on
once.
Yeah,
It's
Real
terrible.
American was originally for the U.S. Express.
Land of a Thousand Dancers.
Some of these are just awful.
They're
Oh, yeah.
awful. Sucks. I listened to
Fruity.
it once just to say I listened.
Gene Okerlund, Tutti
Like the
Frutti
second
was
one is better.
my
Pile
wife and mine's
Driver
first
is the
dance at
better
our wedding.
album.
Amazing.
The best,
I
the
love
best,
that.
the best song on it is Nikolai Volkov doing Karamia. It's the best song on it.
Okay.
It
I'd
is.
say Land of a Thousand Dances or Wrestlers or whatever the fuck it was.
That's it. And,
Oh, the Slammies. Is this the first ever Slammies?
Mhm. Yeah.
and no, but my favorite part, the best part of the wrestling album is the cover, the fold-out cover.
Yeah, it's a nice cover.
It's a great shot.
Hmm. Oh, here we go. Dream Team.
Here we go.
That's just Johnny. There's that jacket you need, Johnny.
I
Okay.
know.
Gotta be up
Chaps.
there. Gotta find it somewhere. I'm gonna do a heist at some point. Get that
you know
jacket
what?
for you.
You know what would make me feel a lot better given my horrendous injury falling off a 10-foot ladder? That jacket, if someone could find it and get
A
it
lap
to us.
dance from Brutus Beefcake.
A lap dance from Greg Valentine. You can arrange that, then that'd be fantastic.
It takes about 15 minutes before it gets any good, though.
Exactly. I know that I'm in for a long sexual evening.
Oh my gosh, Tony Stetson. Oh my gosh, he's
Is
good.
he of age?
That's
I
green.
think he
Paul
used a fake
Dose.
ID to.
Yeah, everyone looks like a kid. Oh my
Oh,
gosh, Paul
Dose.
Dose.
So
You need a doctor's prescribed you a dose of Paul.
So I figured this out. This is the local Poughkeepsie wrestling scene. We
No,
are seeing
yeah.
here, jobbing here.
You know, Vince didn't spend
Fantastic.
any money on enhancement towel.
Dude, if there's any video of the of PCW.
It was fruitcake
Kids
and sweet
Championship
Valentine.
Championship wrestling.
So many signs. They must
lot
have
of-
been
the singlet.
made and handed out.
It really looks like Shane and Stephanie had to make this fucking sign.
Yeah. I'm putting you to work.
Heavy on the
Roll it up.
homophobia.
Yeah, that's right.
Not giving you an allowance anymore. You're making signs.
Stephanie came up with "Is this man or beast?" and
Yeah.
Oh,
like-
nice.
Vince is yelling
Jesus.
at Shane. See, why can't you be more like
Beautiful
your
shoulder
sister?
breaker. Yeah, this is where it all started.
Matt says this might be the most generic jobber tag team he's ever seen.
We've
Every
seen
single
some
one of
great
these.
ones. Like,
Yeah.
this is just pure jobber heaven tonight.
Mhm. A lot of pasty skin.
Look at how white he is.
Again, Kelly. Kelly, when I was putting this together, I think I was thinking of you. I got Sexy Sunshine, jobbers you never
Yeah.
heard of.
Yeah.
The
Oh, this is-
pastiest skin you've ever seen.
I know
Moondog
everything
Spot and
Kelly
his
loves.
random tag team partners. It's got everything that I love.
Yeah.
There's that waistband snap. Trademark.
With those forearms, he really knows how to put their weight behind him. And now he's gonna come up
What a
with
snap.
suplex.
Oh, I like that. Very unique
Release.
execution. Yeah.
I think Moxley likes to use those once in a
Yeah.
while.
He takes him he hooks him front face up, takes him up, but then he doesn't go back. He just kind of throws him off to the side. I don't know if it's quite as effective.
It's very like dismissive. It's like I'm not even gonna finish this move.
Right.
It's not even worth my time.
The
Not even
difference is
work it.
Moxley.
Yeah,
the
it's not
difference
worth my
is
time.
Moxley
Come on, man.
forgot.
I think I want to hurt this.
He got distracted halfway through the move and just like I'm just like, oh.
You got me working against a tween here, Vince.
Beefcake has I think the most unusual looking wrestling attire in all of the WWF.
Ooh, Vince, that's yeah. You might be right. If it's like not unusual enough, I want you to cut it.
Cut some holes in.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Mesh in there. I
want to see glimpse of a scrote.
Pat
Fishnet.
Pat took me to the Rocky Horror Picture Show the other night.
Yeah. Finally saw it after 10 years.
I got it.
That's about
Pat,
right for Vince.
Pat insisted one night. You know, I was like, Vince, come on, you'll love it.
And then he's in there. He's a virgin. They're like single him out right away.
They
This
make
place
fun of
is
him.
the great leveler, Mr. McMahon.
Some more and winds up hammer to the chest. Now Valentine ready to wind
All right, this place is the great leveler, Mr. McMahon is.
in the figure four leg lock. There's only Greg the Hammer
Matt saying Tony Stetson went on to have a full feud with Raven in ECW.
I knew the name sounded familiar.
Oh, really? Right. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my
go by
god.
He was an
ECW
early
as well?
ECW
Oh my god.
guy.
Guys, there's a distinct possibility that accidentally Tony Stetson might be the Zelig of this episode of Mystery Titans.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Is he gonna be the Broad Street bully that we? Is he in? Because that's who.
I'm not gonna say
that's the
anything
news.
more.
Awesome.
But there's a
I requested some ECW this week, so that's
and
Nice
I
little
did
teaser.
not watch, and I did not watch that ahead of time. So
cool. All you know is like one guy who we've always wanted to see.
in the form of the figure four leg lock.
Oh, man, this Domino's. I'll be right back. Really good. You go double pepperoni, double cheese on Domino's. It's the way to
Oh
go.
hell yeah. I've done that before.
I'm in a good mood because I'm hurt. And I'm not gonna just yell at you guys about eating Domino's, but you know, I've eaten my share of shitty pizza.
It's the lowest rung of pizza places, other than maybe.
Oh
The
no,
lie, yeah.
no, Domino. We're around here. There's a lot worse than Domino's.
Oh really? Yeah. No, I'd say it's.
I-
But when
I'd
you're
ra-
having it fresh though, it's still strong. But like,
I'd rather eat Domino's than fucking Papa John's or that shit. So. Basically, ever since Domino's decided to like, we're gonna dip all of our crust in butter and garlic. I was like, yeah, everything got a little better. No wonder.
yeah, that is their gimmick for Papa John's.
Mm.
More tag team action on this great card.
when Bruno San Martino teams up with Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
Oh,
Yeah, Stetson. I should have recognized that name. Yeah, he's from the early days of ECW.
Kelly, Travis, is there a possibility we've seen these shows they're hyping about? 'Cause it's all about Orndorff and Bruno versus Piper and Orton.
I think so.
Like we've seen a bunch of them. Or two. You know?
Boston Garden.
Our dog bit off more than he can chew.
No, more than you can
Screw?
He's
screw.
gonna say screw. He's gonna say that.
He realized he's like, well, there's.
That's the way we talk behind the scene, isn't it, Jake?
Keen's outtakes are probably one of my favorite things.
So funny.
There's a lot of good shit up there. You're the drizzling shits.
I respect your intelligence, and I know Boston must.
I'm too injured to go with what my mind was going with the JYD screw line of thinking. Oof. Here we go.
Recognize the Sheik. They know what you're talking about. Background.
Fucking jacked.
I'm already getting excited. I saw Junkyard Dog. He come up in his mouth and he's talk out.
He's about to feud with the Junkyard Dog within a year.
Deep breaths.
Both of them have giant bellies.
Right.
No.
What the? I don't know what his ranking is. Captain Kirshner, Corporal Kirshner.
Yeah, he gave him a promotion.
Really? That's it? That's hilarious.
You know better than me, Gene. No, we're gonna fight. Mr. Blasted said it. Nikolai doesn't worry now. He's in the.
I love when he was feuding with Slaughter and he was beating up Private Terry Daniels. He's like, now they send me little fat Slaughter.
That's our favorite. Yeah. Holy cow. Who's this?
Oh,
Asia?
Oh, see, I recognize it, but I don't know.
Damn it.
Randy Savage. That's not likely to be the same case, however, later on this weekend. On Saturday night's main event,
I must once again ask that you wear the canary yellow as well next week, Vince, for symmetry's sake.
Vince is like, Bruno, if I put you in black too, you'll look like you just came, from a Dean Martin roast.
I'm not asking for that. I said both of us in canary. You slime. This is where he snaps on Vince.
You think you're a big shot now with your bow tie?
Oh, yeah. So now you think you're head of the mafioso, so you deviate from the yellow, so you can dress up like you're doing some sort of thing. Because you're taking over wrestling.
Sean says your jacket is as yellow as the Italian army's performance during the war. It's as yellow as my mother's dandelion soup.
As the dandelion soup.
It's terrible.
Thriller. Yeah.
Michael Jackson's estate are going. Here's your
There we go.
ECW, boys.
Nice.
Wow. 1993 ECW. Holy moly.
Wow.
This is pre-ECW
Neidhart
Arena,
night.
I believe. Yeah.
Eastern Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, Eastern.
Oh,
Dawn.
before
There he is.
Was there Belomo? Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's the one. Oh,
Oh, look at this
Hey, Jimmy.
fucking roster of has-beens.
Oh, that
Well,
looks
not
stiff.
Ivan.
Man, I'm loving those punches from behind tonight.
the names that they get are one thing. The undercard is something, because
Wow.
this is when you got there's Todd Gordon.
The charisma. Yeah, so it's just filmed in
And
Todd
I think-
Gordon's den.
Was
says Sean.
Heyman even involved at this
Nope,
point?
not at
Yeah,
Probably
yeah,
not
I
yet.
don't-
all.
Todd with one D.
Mr. Todd Gordon. Jay Sully, this
His book just came out. It's called Todd is God, which is a terrible title, but I understand it's fantastic.
Really?
Yeah.
No disqualification, no time limit, hair versus belt. Hot
Oh man, this guy's like the prototypical
Hot stuff.
Tony Khan. Like Tony Khan.
Yeah,
of the,
because
of the
Todd
90s.
Gordon owned the promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Todd Gordon owned the promotion. Eventually brought in Paul Heyman,
Mhm.
and it's complicated. But Paul Heyman ended up
Heyman eventually got it all.
kind of like stole the company out from him,
No
and
shit.
took over from him. It involved also Todd Gordon feeding guys to WCW at
Yeah.
the time.
Well, they
And
made it a storyline, if nothing else.
yeah,
The perception was there at least.
it's a lot more complicated, clearly, but Todd Gordon, and he inherited this from
Wow.
from another
Sandman in
guy.
his bodysuit.
Yeah,
Crazy.
When he was
Sandman.
the original
Yeah,
gimmick.
yeah,
where he
Surfboard.
was-
Oh!
Holy
The
shit.
Sandman was a fucking surfer.
Yeah.
That's why he's the same. Because you know,
Right.
did anyone ever? Because remember, like when I first saw the Sandman, I was like, "Why is this alcoholic called the Sandman? It doesn't make any sense." And then like, oh, he was a surfer a few years ago. And they
Yeah,
just,
yeah. He never
I'm like,
changed his name.
all right.
Hilarious. There's the pose.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's the kind of surfer pose.
Yeah.
The Sandman.
Brady Malibu.
Yeah, there you go.
He's the OG Brady Malibu.
Yeah.
See, now there's something Brady
does
can
better.
do.
Who is the woman here? Or women?
Brady could eventually like have a losing streak and turn into an alcoholic and do a Sandman gimmick for like
Be a good homage.
for 6
Yeah.
months. For 6 months, you start swinging a cane.
Start
pouring
swinging
beers.
that Singapore cane.
Yeah, man.
I do want to say Sean says that what's his name? This guy Sully looks like he's being held by he's like the kidnappers are treating him well.
But look who is
Oh wow,
here.
is it first appearance?
Well,
Oh, here we go. Paul.
he worked there, but
Yeah,
he run the fucking place.
because he was like fired from WCW at the end of '92. So I was wondering how long it was before he went to ECW. Right, because he's managing Gilbert.
Uh-huh. And if there was someone who looked like me at this around the same time, it is Paul Heyman. I had long hair and it was going bald, and we facially kind of resembled each other.
That's funny.
Thankfully, not so much anymore.
Yeah, he dodged that bullet.
Oh, it got close, and then I went on a diet. I did not hold on to the ponytail as long as Heyman did, though.
Oh man,
It does look like he's kind of Ron Popeeling that top already at this stage. That could just be the bad transfer we're looking at here.
But that suit that Heyman's wearing, but every wedding I was at in 1995, my friend, that was my look.
Yeah.
This long shot looks like me at a wedding holding a fucking phone.
Yeah. Which was you. Every time Johnny'd show up at a wedding in '95, he'd have a phone like that too.
Yeah, I was calling. I was calling a different DJ. Going, this guy is terrible. Get over here.
You're never gonna guess what they're playing. It's "Shout" by the Isley Brothers. Surprise, surprise.
I gotta be fair and honest, since that was usually the second to last song of the night, and I loved Animal House, I was always down for Shout.
Sure. Oh, hey, there are a couple of classics that are there for a reason.
And then it's Last Dance, and then we're the fuck out of there.
No, it's the Isley Brothers, Moose.
He always had this extra gear, right? Back then.
Oh yeah, Heyman. People talk about the greatest managers of all time.
Yep.
Heyman, when he was a manager, was awesome. But when you look at the amount of years he was a manager,
Such a naturalism.
Not counting WWF since then. But like before he became a promoter, he only had a few years as a manager, and then he was just behind the scenes forever. But hey, here's the guy who gives all this shit legitimacy.
Yeah. Nice.
Terry.
Oh, man.
Like this, or you're in a wrestling ring, you gotta have the proper equipment, and you gotta.
And I'm here to sell you this tractor.
Yeah. That's erectile difficulties pills.
Yeah, this is on Fox News. Terry Funk selling dick pills.
Yeah. You fellas looking to hit it in the middle?
The Terry Funk podcast and pitching dick pills.
Holy shit.
A young Mick Foley comes over to buy some dick
Yeah.
pills.
That you would realize that you can't walk onto your
Sean says, you want to get hard like old Chestnut back there? Chestnut.
Me. Brother. Real hot stuff. Oh, real hot stuff. Well, have I got
Oh, he's gonna hit him. Yeah, I could just tell he was winding himself up.
Oh no.
Oh, it wasn't even real.
Yeah, it's a commercial. This is Terry Funk's. It's Terry Funk's student film.
I can't get it to turn over.
Oh, he's gonna dump him on his head.
Well-behaved horse.
Hey, remember when I said this was to give this an air of legitimacy?
Yeah.
Do you know what's gonna happen?
That looks like Mick Foley when he fell off the cage.
Oh, for fuck's sake! It's maniacal.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's
Look at that horse. What the fuck's with this guy?
You know what? As dumb as kind of dumb as all that was, it's Terry Funk making it work.
Yeah.
There we go.
Fucking Gilbert in a chain match massacre.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Crazy. Titles versus hair. So what does that mean? Yeah.
Find out. I didn't pre-watch this.
Ship's underway. And already Stetson and Winters are breaking the rules.
Stetson's in there.
There's our boy, yeah.
There he is.
I love it. That's so funny, man. He is the Zelig of tonight.
And Tommy Cairo was one of those early ECW names. Like if you bought the
name.
If you bought the magazines or did what I did, go shopping and go to the magazine rack and pretty much read the wrestling magazines for free because no one's gonna fuck with me. And you read like the results. That's why I knew about guys like Mike Quackenbush and Reckless Youth. I know all about Tommy Cairo and all these guys.
They were all from the pre-ECW promotion.
Where would this have been airing? Just in
Philadelphia.
Philly,
yeah. Johnny Hotbody was another one.
Johnny Hotbody, Rockin' Rebel, who was recently featured on Crime and Sports.
Moose got to see Amazing Red in person in 2017.
Oh, that was some years later.
Yeah. Matt saying it is modern wrestling, but you hear Impact's going back to TNA again. That's their name.
I did not hear
that.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they announce that on their pay-per-view tonight?
The next year. I don't know.
Choice.
Maybe.
No, was that where because
they know Bound for Glory is tonight. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
They're like, okay, we know some of you idiots might have thought CM Punk would have shown up, but he's at the hockey game. But
I saw that.
Here's the big surprise. We're changing it back to TNA.
Maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's odd. Odd choice.
I doubt they do.
Fans were demanding.
No, you know what? I don't believe.
Yeah.
You know what?
Backed by popular demand.
I'm going to call bullshit on that because the people running Impact know fully what a toxic name TNA is, and we make fun of it. They've made and they've made Impact a name, and it's like going good and has.
I don't know. Matt says they did a reveal video where they made the announcement.
Really, Matt?
Yeah.
That sounds like an April Fool's joke, dude. Why would they do that?
Maybe Vince Russo secretly bought the company.
Hey, well, you know what?
Maybe they felt like they needed an answer for William F. Bumpkins getting his TV.
Get on the CW. Get on this CW.
You heard that NWA is going to be on the CW.
I heard about that.
The new
William
NWA.
F. Bumpkins.
The new NWA. He announced it. I'm bringing back the territory system, and I'm like, hey, good luck with that. And then I'm like, you know what, Travis? You want to join the territory? Get on TV. Get on the Get on the CW.
Yeah, that's when I finally fulfill that dream. Oh, I've been on the CW.
I know
right.
you. Well, you've been on the CW, but have you ever worked with Billy Corgan?
No. William F. Pumpkins. That's my new favorite nickname for him.
Yeah, it's true. TNA wrestling is back.
That's insane to me. That's a toxic name. I don't.
I know.
Yeah, it's not associated with. Well, I mean, quality-wise for the wrestling, it was good, but just a lot of the culture of the company from back then.
Yeah. Maybe they're going to reveal that they got Trish Stratus and Albert and
that's it. It's true. Yeah, that's
or did Test pass away? The Test die?
Yeah. No, they're gonna dig him up and
Andrew Martin's
drag him down there.
That's like a Weekend at Bernie's situation.
Well, no, they'll replace him just like Civiafi or
yes.
Oh,
no, Wilson, that gimmick.
Yeah, dude. At PWO, someone was like, "No, maybe Punk will show up in Billy Corgan's NWA," and I sort of just made this nice. I didn't want to be an asshole, so I made a nice little comment. I was like, "That's not gonna happen, right?" And then it was like, I think I had to try to like push back a little bit, and then I had to just like, all right, I'm just gonna unleash. I'm not gonna be an asshole, but I'm gonna be a smart ass. I try to not engage like that anymore there, or most places except this show, and it eventually worked. Like I said, if maybe he'll spite work there, and I'm thinking, look, if he was going to do spite work as a rich man, it would be at Impact because it's the only other one. And now you hear like, maybe that's what's happened. Maybe Punk said, you know what, I'll work there, but you have to change it back to TNA. Mr. Punk.
And I want to hear the announcement first before I sign the contract.
Yeah. Punk's that much of an asshole. When
I'll Rochambeau you for it. That's basically what he's doing.
Yes, exactly.
It's like, no, it's all right. You can keep the company. You can do whatever you want.
I think I'm good.
Okay. See you later.
I just want to see if you do it.
Yeah, totally.
He's on the phone at the hockey game doing this. Not even there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm real sick.
Got the Connor Bedard flu.
Oh, that's right. No DQ in this match, Stevie.
Oh.
Well, again, Hunter Q. Robbins III was duped into it.
Hunter Q. Robbins III.
Knew about that it was no DQ, so no excuses.
There's no DQ in this match, but he had to break the hold on the pin there. You just want to figure that one out.
A young hat guy at his first ECW.
But rope breaks and DQs aren't exactly the same thing, are they? Like,
I don't know. I don't know. It's not. It feels like a gray area. Yeah, out of bounds. Okay.
That's how JR likes to explain it.
Yeah.
But even if it's a DQ match, you're not within the actual. Because I mean, like, it's like the same logic of it's a no DQ, but does that mean it's a false count anywhere?
And if you've ever seen JR's Twitter, he knows something about out of bounds. Oh, look at that! Like Kane. Whose Kane was that?
Well, and Zubin, what you're pointing out is when they would do that back here like that, going, well, we're still going to count rope breaks and stuff, but you can hit someone with a fucking 2x4 or a tire iron and shit. Never made any fucking sense. And ECW did it up until its dying day, but they figured out how to make it work.
Yeah.
Like in modern
consistent,
day,
it can make sense. If
in modern day wrestling, they've done the spot where he's grabbing the rope, but that doesn't mean anything. But this goes all the way back to the 80s, where referees didn't realize or didn't want to enforce, or be like, referees didn't realize it's a no DQ match and they're making counts when they shouldn't make counts and stuff.
I think as long as there is uniformity to how it's treated, then it's okay. But it's when certain referees allow, or like, when certain referees have their own, what's called, the goalposts get moved from
you and I are exactly the same. The referees are just sitting there and go, I'm just going to let everything happen. And it makes no sense. Just because that's what that referee does, it sucks. And there's hot. Now we've seen a little hot stuff. He's a Zellig tonight too. Hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert. And Jimmy Snuka.
It's great. Look at that hair.
Yes.
Interesting that he went back heel here.
And Morocco again.
Oh, was he? Oh, I didn't realize Snuka was heel.
Yeah, Snuka's heel, and he's
Morocco in like a
friends with
Kramer
Morocco.
Kramer shirt.
Is that Kramer?
Sure.
JT Smith. All right.
Max Thrasher. Oh my God.
He would become.
There's got to be at
legend in
least
ECW.
5 or 6 different wrestlers throughout history have gone by the name of Max Thrasher. Look at that vest. Like a member of the Cowboy Junkies. Come on, guys. That's got to be our go-to, our lead-in music video tonight. It's going to be a Cowboy Junkies track.
JT
that
Smith
kiss last week.
JT Smith, who's going to be jobbing in here, gets his biggest amount of fame when he's the guy who falls on his head and gets seriously hurt, and if people chant "you fucked up," and they turn it around into him thinking
So awkward
that he's thinking that he thinks he's an old Italian man, and that's what starts the FBI gimmick. JT Smith is the original godfather of the FBI. My favorite ECW gimmick.
Right.
Time. A bunch of non-Italians pretending to be Italian with just like handful of actual Italians.
Funny. That's so funny, man.
Was the best. Tommy Rich as the Godfather. Tracy Smothers. I go, hey! It's so great.
Dude, yeah, I want to see some of that. We talked about that a long time ago.
Yeah, a lot of that is like when I was looking for ECW, I was like, well, it's definitely gonna get us flagged, and what will they not give a shit about? And then the other big reason, which we're getting to.
He is in great shape. I'll give you
Will you stop?
Right. Good drop kick. That didn't connect as well as we would have liked, but ouch! Looked like that landed on his head.
That was unusual.
That's JT
Yeah.
Smith. That's JT Smith. He's a little clumsy,
Yeah.
which becomes his gimmick. He also puts more fucking beef on. He's a kid here. He's invisibly actually annoyed. I'm just like,
you
who's
could tell
this asshole? He had no idea.
No
He had
respect
idea.
for this guy.
And he's like not in on the joke. Oh, boy.
Sully. Yeah, but
I'm
Sully's
very
like,
Sully.
Sully looks
I'm
like he's
big
barely
goddamn
holding it
Sully.
together anyways, right? Like,
Look, I can barely hold this together.
yeah.
Oh, I got this asshole. He's thinking anti-Semitic thoughts. You know, Jason.
Morocco in the cabana wear.
Oh, there you go. With the Kramer
Morocco looking like a little league coach.
I wonder if he's like the annoying neighbor too. He would just kind of show up at Snooka's place all the time. Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You know what's going on?
Always want to talk to you when you're in the backyard.
No. He's his Wilson.
I ever tell you about my friend, Mr. Fuji?
No, he's his Wilson. Well,
Yes.
Snooka's over there murdering his family, and Wilson's leaning over. Yeah, Wilson's leaning over trying to give him advice, and while Snooka's murdering his family, he's like, "Arr, arr, 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 arr." Cops arrest him. What's your name?
Really creative wipe to him and getting his mugshot. It'd be like a thumb on it, doing thumbprints to wipe to the mugshot. How's that? You like that, Johnny?
You only went with that joke because you knew it was going to hurt me.
Yeah.
You were using our relationship.
I'm trying not to, but for some reason, when I can hear you do that kind of low, kind of like you're trying not to laugh, it makes the joke that much funnier. It's really funny, dude. I'm sorry.
Hey, let me just say this. I'm not trying to put myself over, but I got a phone call from like the new guy at work, who's my new immediate supervisor, who I'm just getting to know. I like the guy. There's a few things. I'm just like, all right, okay, try hard, but he calls me to see how I'm doing yesterday, and in the middle of it, he's just going, he's like, with all sincerity, he's like, you are fucking tough. I'm like, yeah, because I fell off the ladder, busted myself up, bounced up, finished typing my notes, PA, bleeding all over the fucking place while they're helping me, getting the signatures, calling work, going, driving myself to the hospital, drove myself to the hospital, got all taken care of, drove myself home.
Jesus.
And then was like, and while in the hospital, my boss was there with me. I go get, I need my PDA out of the truck. He's like, don't worry about it. I'm like, give me my PDA. Because I wanted to go over what needed to get done for the rest of the week. And,
there he is.
Badass, because, I was like a wild man. I was like a wild man, guys.
You truly were, man.
And here it is.
This is cool. This is crazy. Kelly, this isn't the ECW arena this time, is it?
No. It was like, well, originally they were at like a bar, I believe, is where they did the shows.
We're burying the story.
I know. We're finally seeing Wild. This is the first appearance of Wildman Sal Bellomo on Mystery Titans Theater. We've talked about him. Man.
Holy shit.
I didn't realize Wildman.
The Canadian Wolfman. Who the hell is that? It's like Damien from Fucked Up.
So he's a Roman centurion, but he's a wild man.
A wild man? It makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I've only heard about it.
Yeah, I gotta say, it reeks of desperation. Like I feel bad for it.
I'll tell you what, it reinvigorated his career.
Did it? Okay, if it worked, then great.
Briefly, very briefly.
Yeah, he was like a top heel here for a while.
In this little rinky-dink piece of shit, but he was gone from WWF after years.
Yeah.
He goes down there and completely reinvents himself and stays on top of this rinky-dink shit for a year or two. So good on Sal for this ridiculous gimmick. I love it. But the hair,
standing drop kick
out his beard.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy.
He went from being this
Canadian
nice
Wolfman.
guy.
Who's the Canadian Wolfman, Kelly? You ever heard of that guy?
There's been a number of Canadian Wolfmen.
Does look like we call them Wendigos up here.
It's a little different.
You know what? I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to appropriate your culture. I'll just say Canadian Wolfman, because I don't want to like pronounce Wendigo. Ooh, see, I almost didn't pronounce it. Yeah. The Wendigo's underwear is falling out of his pants in the back. What's going on? This isn't the Wolfman, right, Kelly?
No, it's not. No, that was one of the. That was Leo Burke's brother, I believe.
Right.
Yeah, Moose says this is not that Canadian Wolfman. There are several.
No, this is
and
not...
the OG Wolfman retired in '88. That's hilarious that there's more than one Canadian Wolfman.
Yeah,
the fine tradition.
There's whole fucking packs of them.
Whole legacy.
That's what I heard about you.
Oh boy, and we wandered down we took a wrong turn and we were fucking surrounded by Canadian Wolfmen. It was petrifying.
They were sucking each other's
Luckily, they were in the middle of sucking each other's dicks, so we were able to just kind of mosey out of there.
Oh, shit.
That's what they do. That's the only way you can like Bellomo. Big win, Bellomo. Strap the rocket. Strap the bigger rocket than most.
The wild.
You need.
Oh god.
Wow, that's crazy. Hot body against Iron Man Cairo. All right, I gotta go get another beer.
Body yet.
Jonathan.
You know what? You know what? I gotta take a break for a second too. So I'm gonna leave it to for Kelly Nelson and Zubin here to truly break down.
We'll steer the ship.
All the dick jokes are gonna take a break. The true genius break down Jonathan Hotbody. Here, we'll be right back.
Alrighty. It's like picture in picture right
Who is he wrestling?
Iron Man Tommy Cairo.
Oh, Cairo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So these were two of the OGs of the ECW scene.
Okay.
Because the ECW everyone remembers and knows, like these guys were gone by then.
Oh, okay. Didn't make it
when
to
it
the
actually
hardcore era.
became like a hot promotion. This was just, so if you just, I mean, I've been looking at the crowd and thinking like, I can't believe in a couple of years this would be the
Right.
same promotion.
Yeah, that's what Matt was
Because
asking. What do you
this-
think is there? 150? Maybe.
Yeah, it's hard to
Yeah,
tell.
it's
so dark.
sparsely attended, no heat. It doesn't have, none of that vibe that ECW becomes
Got
known
Palomo
for.
doing double
Like,
duty as
even
a
the-
lumberjack. Yeah.
The banner on the
Yeah.
side of the ring looks so cheaply made.
Mm-hmm.
It really was like, it was Heyman's masterpiece when he takes
Midas
over,
touch. Yeah.
turns it into, something that was hugely influential. Like
He really
without
tapped into
ECW,
something like
Heyman's
really primal
ECW,
with
you
the
don't
culture.
have the Attitude Era.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it fit with the city. Like Philly's, that they pride themselves on being this tough city, working class city. Their fans are legendary, especially at Philadelphia Eagles games. Back then, anyway, in the 80s and 90s, when they played at Veterans Stadium, it was a madhouse. And the Broad Street Bullies with the Flyers, all this stuff. And it, they brought blood back because in the early 90s, by the early 90s, blood in WWF and WCW was non-existent. And that was a big thing. To get wrestling out of the Saturday morning cartoon vibe that had taken over.
Right.
But here, this just feels like any old indie, go nowhere, bunch of has-beens, bunch of guys that were stars in the 80s that are now working for $100 a night.
How far away are we from the Shane Douglas promo? This is May of 93.
That was, I think it was August of 94 was when they rebranded. So this is what, May of 93?
Yeah.
So you don't, at this time, there's no Sabu, there's no Taz, there's no Raven. Sandman's here, but he's different. Tommy Dreamer,
he's surfing.
I don't think Dreamer was around.
What is Tommy
And
Dreamer's?
when Dreamer first comes,
like
he's wearing suspenders and he looks
right. I thought he'd have like
and the fans hate
like a sleepwalker gimmick. Like he'd come out in like a lot, like one of those long hats and a
striped,
you're like
a looking like Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah, a candle.
Inoffensive baby face.
Yeah, a candle. He just wants a good sleep.
Oh my god!
Oh man, I'd cheer for that guy. Come on, just give him, dude. Who doesn't want a really nice sleep? Yeah, because Sandman put him to sleep. I love it.
Well, they were a tag team for a long time. I never thought about the names, but I think that
that's so funny.
Ridiculous.
Candido, wow.
Oh yeah, look at Candido. Yeah.
So was Tammy around at this time?
I don't know.
I don't.
This is
think
before
so. I'm
WWF,
surprised
right?
Candido's there because I first know them from Smoky Mount.
Yeah, maybe it's
A
full for
little
Founder.
after this. So it's a lumberjack match.
Handsome young blonde.
Here come the lumberjacks, though, folks.
Speaking, so is Tammy Lynn Sitch like in jail now for a while? Is that
Pretty sure.
Has she been
Yeah.
sentenced? I think
thought it
she
was.
could be. Yeah, I don't know if the
Yeah.
sentence
is yet, but she will be.
handed out yet. It sounds pretty bad
Yeah.
Yeah.
for her. Well, she killed somebody, so as
Yeah.
well. As
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's time.
Yep.
And like, how many incidents were there before that? Right, it finally
Oh
happened.
God,
Right.
it was
Like,
ridiculous.
who even knows ones that we don't even know about?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, she
Right.
might have killed others.
Yeah, I know. She's how many times was she caught? How many times was she driving drunk?
This is the
Like
first time she
every
was
time she
caught.
drove.
Yeah.
It seemed like every couple months she was busted.
I know. It was. Yeah.
Referee Jonathan Hotbody with a cover on the Iron Man Tommy Cairo. 1, 2, 3. What kind of victory is that? Jonathan
And Matt says she's facing life, I think.
But I don't like
Yeah.
the way
Really?
They said she isn't getting out again.
Wow.
They're not sentenced or a trial yet.
Oh, okay.
Victorious here in the ECW, and we'll be right back, fans. I liked it.
Mixed tag team action.
I was hoping my neck pillow would work.
Yeah.
Just sitting in this chair, but it doesn't. However, I do feel like a heel manager. I feel like Joel Gertner.
Well.
Well. Look at the size of this horse.
Terry is beaming, and I have vanilla flavored semen.
Gertner.
My horse Clyde here, and then
I like Chestnut better.
find Gilbert anywhere
Yeah.
around. Come on, Clyde.
Well, Chestnut was no selling last take in the back there.
Right. They brought Clyde in.
Oh, there you are.
Oh my God. I see.
Wow, I get the joke.
That's pretty great. That'd be a good thumbnail. It's too bad that YouTube always picks from like the first hour.
Are you ready to
Unless
yeah, that would have been a great
explosive diarrhea. No, keep going, keep rolling.
The best. This is
I'm gonna use it.
in the middle of all of this bad, essentially bad wrestling. I've heard of this, the legendary horse's ass Eddie Gilbert fucking promo. I didn't know this was on this.
Because how you win the match is you have to pull your opponent around to four corners.
Be potentially pretty dangerous actually, because these horses kick.
It's
Like,
his
he's
horse.
probably being really conscious. Yeah, true.
It's his horse. He actually owned a ranch.
He's already tried.
You could
They've
be
already
a horse
rehearsed.
owner and
They've
still-
already rehearsed this for several other horses.
I think
They did.
Yeah,
gross.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh.
He says he likes you, Eddie.
Your breath is still the same.
What a great Jesus Christ. That's a part of his eulogy.
Yeah, that's great.
The last video.
Oh, something
This
else.
is how
Slow
we
motion as it shows us.
I'm trying to think. Okay. Sandman's valet. Sandman's valet, I think, was called Peaches. And she,
Yeah, I think you're right.
you remember because
Tigra.
eventually she's the mother who has the kid. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Rockin' Rebel.
Rockin' Rebel, dude. Okay. Rockin' Rebel, like I said, he was recently featured on Crime and Sports. Rockin' Rebel was around forever on just this indie level. And he eventually murder suicide with his wife.
Oh my god.
I was aware of her. I've seen Rockin' Rebel work because Rockin' Rebel, and this wasn't mentioned in any of this 2.5 hour podcast, which is fantastic and very funny while talking about a tragic situation. It was known in wrestling as Rockin' Rebel had some sort of license, or he owned a ring, or had a license or something, which meant that if you wanted to run shows in the Philly area in certain places, you had to book Rebel. And at the Ring of Honor show I was at in Philly, where Samoa Joe lost the belt to Austin Aries after like 2-year reign, an amazing fucking show. Like the second match was Rockin' Rebel versus some guy, and everyone was just shitting on it, shitting about it because Rebel insisted, and that's how he got his cut.
He must have owned the ring or something.
Something. It was something. He had some connection.
Behind those clotheslines, but you know, if the Rockin' Rebel,
But he was also in those PWIs all over him.
Mm-hmm.
But Peaches, like when Raven corrupts Sandman's family, there's great things with Stevie Richards and Blue Meanie in the house trying to keep the kid quiet, with Sandman's ex-wife who's like strung out on heroin because she's hanging out with Raven. That's Miss Peaches here in the
no shit
in the bathing suit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, crazy. And eventually, his kid whacks him with the key.
Yeah, he goes, Raven's my daddy now. You're an alcoholic. I
He's
hate you.
only
You're an
90.
alcoholic.
Yes,
I
that's
hate
the
you.
famous
You're an
clip, right, from that.
alcoholic.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was great.
That's the only part that I think I've seen. So
it was insane. When I read that in the mags, I was like, I can't believe That's
I loved it.
the
I
thing.
loved it. I read it. I didn't see it either. I read it in the magazines, and I thought it was fantastic.
We're going to stay with it until I see Tigra in action. You heard it.
That's kind of characteristic of that ECW, right? And what you're kind of talking about before, Kelly. With
Oh yeah, it was all like push the limits as far the boundaries as far as you can.
And
but it
not a
fit,
lot
like I said, it
or
fit
some-
with Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And also like one of the first mainstream kind of promotions that was kind of catering to an adult audience, right? Which you hadn't really seen.
And they weren't mainstream though. They weren't mainstream.
Well,
Yeah.
but they were the closest that we
No.
got to mainstream. If I was able to get access to it in Vancouver, like in like the mid late 90s, I would say it's mainstream enough at least to.
I think you'd see
but
a little bit more like
when they were on
pirate radio
CNN.
style. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
I mean,
I
yeah,
remember
it
what channel
was
on,
pretty
but it was
underground.
accessible.
Oh,
It
dude,
was,
I lived
but
in
it was still
I
on.
lived in New Jersey, right outside of Philly, and they weren't mainstream until they got the TNN deal, and it was already over.
Yeah,
by then.
and I think that's what I was maybe watching it on.
Yeah,
they-
that was all the only thing we could see on TV.
Or and then
Yeah.
pay-per-views because they got on
Yeah.
pay-per-view before that.
Yeah.
But even while they were on pay-per-view, they were on a local cable access channel that had like
But they had
Yeah.
television, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Maybe mainstream is the wrong phrase to use, but
Gentlemen,
the fact that
Kelly
they were able to
Kapowski
coverage-
yeah, it is
taking
Kelly
on
Kapowski.
Nia Peebles from the Party Machine.
There you go.
Yeah, it was like I was saying, we were so used to the Saturday morning cartoon presentation that ECW, was adult, but it was really just a throwback to the 70s or the
If you had some particular pay sports
WWF.
network, if you had some particular pay sports networks in the
So-
area, you got to see the shows.
Yeah.
I saw my first big one at a sports bar. The day before, like a couple days before, some friends got married, and there was a match between, it was Public Enemy, I think, in the Heavenly Bodies or something. And I stopped playing.
Heyman's a producer at this point.
Oh yeah, he's
The
only
associate producer. Yeah.
he's got his clutches in, and I remember going, "What is this? I've never seen anything like this."
EFD.
This match is fantastic.
Big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Matt saying Zubin, he heard ECW Hardcore TV was syndicated and Q13 in Seattle for a while. It completely missed the era and didn't see it on TV here in Van until TNN.
Yeah,
Sean?
Q13 we did have access to, right?
Yeah, I remember seeing it like at like 1:30 in the morning. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think Fox played over Q13.
All right.
Now,
Really?
you might have heard me mention a few times on the show that I got hurt falling off a ladder. And if you want to know how many times people in my life over the last 48 hours have brought up the, I guess you lost that ladder match, because everyone knows that I like wrestling. And I wanted to give an example. Ladders aren't anything to be fucked around with, ladies and gentlemen. And I thought it was just the right thing to do a bit of a public service announcement about the danger of fucking around with ladders here on Mystery
Oh my
Titans.
God.
You actually delivered the ring. That's the brand new one. Yeah, that's the brand new one, just like I promised. Where's
Oh boy,
Not
yeah,
a good looking
just like
ring. Not a good looking ring, man. Not as good as Booms, I'll tell you that.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
That
that's right.
dude, you guys have a professional ring.
Yeah.
What? And it burnt down. Oh, you motherfucker! Wait.
Okay, yeah, no motherfuckers on Boom either.
No, that's right. It breaks the Goonie rule.
Ding, 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 ding. All right, we cool?
What year is this? I see that guy right. It's got to be
I see Johnny
early
shirt.
early teens. I'm gonna guess.
Party
I have no-
t-shirt, yeah.
This could be last week, dude. I have no fucking
Yeah,
idea.
you're right. You're right.
Brooklyn Bullshit Club.
The Brooklyn Bullshit Club.
The BCC.
Yeah, we see.
No, not quite. Not quite.
Oh, Max, he's Grimslayer.
That's what he's referencing, I think.
But he does talk about being on Facebook.
Look how cocky he is, the son of a bitch. I'll fucking drop his ass.
Yeah, turkey tits over there. Who else?
Turkey tits.
tits.
Tommy Salami over here.
Is that fat scalper guy over there trying to hide? Fat scalper, really?
Fat scalper. Oh, I'm just setting up the ring, man. I don't want to wrestle.
See, I had no
That's
idea what
snow.
this was.
Is that
This-
snow?
Okay, I had no idea what this was. And at first, I thought that this is a bunch of indie assholes. Just, oh, look, his Kenny Omega T-shirt. I already hate this asshole.
Hey, what the fuck? I wore this for you, Johnny.
Holy shit! I did not realize you were wearing a Kenny Omega t-shirt. I'm so sorry.
I love it.
Not
It'd be
sorry.
funny if it was the same.
I'm glad it came up
Not
though.
sorry
Yeah.
because that's very funny. But I honestly
you shouldn't be
did
sorry.
not know. I honestly did not know that you were wearing a Kenny Omega t-shirt.
I feel good.
I just sit here and accept that.
I would not have said that.
I feel good that we're going to get these guys into double-digit views tonight. That's nice. Us watching this is going to get these guys into double digits.
Are these guys backyarders or are they trying to do comedy? Because some of this seems kind of.
I don't know.
Or
It's definitely someone's backyard.
Because they got to. I mean, the t-shirt. Look at it. I need
Look
that.
at it. Oh boy. Yeah.
That's a Seth Rollins t-shirt.
Yeah. 2017 or 2018 says Matt.
Okay. What's the
a licky boom boom down?
What is look at it from someone? Is that someone's fucking t-shirt? That I'm not, that's Matt. Okay, that's Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. And Kenny Omega.
Look at it. What's look at it? I got to know who that is.
I told them before you guys arrived.
These guys are just oozing charisma.
And Tommy Salami is my personal favorite right now. Oh,
right in the thigh.
Wait, so they managed to build a ring, but they couldn't get a bell. I love the referee is the only one worried about COVID. Maybe this is 2020.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Oh, Spider Dick.
Spider-Man.
Spider Dick.
Out of nowhere.
Okay, this is the
Tom Holland, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Holland.
These guys had about 5 matches up on YouTube, and clearly Kelly, again, the show. Maybe I didn't realize I was doing the whole thing for you. You and me, we love Spider-Man.
I do.
We talked for 8 hours.
This is like the kid in the 80s who loved Spider-Man and
one with leukemia.
Remember? No. He becomes like a hybrid Spider-Man Dr. Octopus.
Okay.
Remember that? He's
No.
got Dr. Octopus's arms, but he's overweight.
Right.
Oh, the fat
Yes.
kid.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah, Spider-Man with the Doc Ock.
I remember who's the cartoony artist that we looked at? Oh, Jeepers for Marvel back in the day. Kelly, he used to do what's the name of that artist?
Okay, Spider-Man just busted open his chin.
Yeah, he just got Joey Mercury, Johnny Sorrow style. He's getting stitched up.
Oh,
damn. Dude.
What's the name of that artist, Kelly? Sorry,
Fred Hembeck.
Yeah, Fred.
Oh,
Like he used to
love
draw
Hembeck.
like that
I love
fat.
Hembeck.
He used to draw the fat Spider-Man, if memory serves.
Yeah, probably.
Fred Hembeck roast does the Fantastic Four roast is one of the comics that our dear friend Deadhead Dan sent me in that last batch, and
awesome.
He just texted me like, "Hey man, I finally got around."
Ooh, the spine.
Sending you that copy of Rip Hunter Time Master from like 1963. That's arriving in the mail soon. Oh, Spider-Man's head hurts a little here.
Jamie the mailman live?
He's concussed.
Yeah.
The commentary. No, I listened to like 30 seconds to these guys. Like,
look at it.
These guys are trash talking while they're doing.
I know. I can hear it. Yeah.
Spider-Man is silent. He's kind of like the Electric Company
Webhead.
Spider-Man.
He
only has thought bubbles.
Oh Jesus! Like Spider-Man works as a dishwasher at the TGI Fridays. These guys are all at.
Oh my God!
Is it just me or is Spider-Man the best worker? Okay.
V for Vendetta.
Oh no, it's V for Vendetta guy.
Someone's gonna get hurt here.
Oh God.
He's making a political statement about all
this.
Yes.
Oh, the ref's back.
They cut to that guy once every 7 minutes. And I think there's a woman holding the camera who's commentating at the same time as well.
Just like
Spidey.
WWF.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Spidey's is
not
the best
bad.
worker. You're
Spidey's
right.
not
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost into the
He definitely is a dishwasher at
Swing
the fucking
set.
TGI Fridays, but he's not bad.
Spider Dick needs to get eliminated first so he can work the double he's scheduled for, says Sean.
Spider Dick and Vendetta.
And Moose says
Book
these
it.
guys are all V for virgin.
I will say this. I have seen
There we go.
I have
Oh,
seen
fuck.
some indie
Here comes
shit.
the high spot.
I have seen some backyard shit.
That's the same dummy. That's the same dummy. It's the same dummy they used for Terry Funk's.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I've rarely
That's
seen.
so funny. There's
I've
all these
rare-
connecting things.
Look, I've rarely seen backyard
Love the
shit
cutter.
where these guys are all actually sort of good at trash talking each other.
Yeah.
This is a little different. This would be like me and my friends doing it, just talking shit the entire time.
Look at it. Look at it.
That's my t-shirt.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Don't drop him on his head.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna get hurt. No.
Tree
no,
of woe.
Oh my god.
Is he wearing Crocs?
Yes.
I love the brooms in there just trying to... Mom's gonna kill us when she...
Jesus.
Oh!
It was on the shoulder.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is
Good the neck,
ugly.
though.
That ring doesn't have a lot of give. They built that, man. They got that. They built that from the Home Depot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, he's upside down and look exactly the same.
But now they're committing to they're telling the story here. These guys are thespians.
They do know where to cut. Yeah, yeah. That's so bad.
Wasn't that some sweet shit?
So bad.
Their heel manager. Oh, they've had.
Oh, he really smacked him.
I want to see a kid play on a swing set.
That swing set's the
Oh, what's
best.
going on?
That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Oh, I've already decided. I thought this was gonna be a one shot, but these guys have a few things out there. We'll be seeing these fellas again somewhere down the line on Mystery Titans Theater. I'm
I want to see
intrigued by
more
their
Spider
story.
Dick.
Yeah, Spider Dick. I'm into Spider Dick. Okay, I'm writing that one down.
Quote of the
People
night.
don't say I come from Jamaica, but me born and raised in Canada.
I never try to use. I've never used a line that I said as a title, but I'm into Spider Dick. It's not bad.
I'm into Spider Dick.
Oh, okay.
I'm off
What-
to the
I'm
kid. I gotta
waiting
go
on this
get
guy.
some Sunny D, buddy.
You could stop him.
Oh.
Why would you think I was DG? Because I couldn't see and you were talking like a pussy.
I couldn't see and you were talking like a pussy.
Boy, lift that.
I am on board.
I feel bad for giving these guys a few extra eyes, to be honest with you.
Come on. They're trying to show their art, Travis.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
if anyone you'd understand.
Where's Frost? Where's Frost? I think Frost ran, piece of shit. Cash in on Frost.
You can't cash it if he's not there.
This is some riveting shit, man. This is like Game of Thrones.
There's purple sneakers or something.
Maybe the last season.
I had your back.
This has to be over soon. I didn't look ahead.
I couldn't see. And then you was talking like DG. I was roasting him. I always do the roast.
Okay, this is about the same production values as early ECW, though. To be perfectly honest,
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot
I feel
cleaner.
like it's missing something though.
Yeah.
it's a lot of the same. It's a lot of the same acting too.
I saved you.
Still, like 1 more minute exactly of this.
Oh
yeah,
boy.
look,
Okay.
come on,
Strap
no,
in.
no. Strap in. It's 1 minute. Let's just let
That's
it
where
go.
the most important stuff really happens.
No, see, they're making up. It was an accident, buddy. We're still partners. Kenny Omega, Seth Rollins, we're fine together, right? They're playing off the fact that those guys pretend to hate each other.
There's the Duke. You guys doing the HGTV streams tonight? You should have been asking like his own line. When is the wrestling going to start, you guys? He'd always sign in when it's been.
This is the Property Brothers. The Property Brothers are hugging out here.
Totally. Yeah. I'd watch that one. Extreme Home Makeover. We're gonna put a pseudo ring in your backyard,
Yeah,
right
you
next
rip
to.
off-
Oh boy, yeah, they're big DX fans. Yeah, V for Virgin.
They're DX.
That's the V for Virgin's the title of this
Create
fucking
a
episode,
pro
Johnny.
wrestling. Set your
That'd be
phasers
solid,
to
too.
stun. I knew I like these. Here we go. This is on the Dinah Shore show. I hear you're a pervert, Jerry.
I turn this up a bit.
Here we go.
This is 77.
Yeah, this is 77. I remember someone got their hands on a bunch of this stuff over at PWO years ago, and a bunch of us like threw in a bunch of money to buy copies.
Right. Yeah,
share
yeah,
them.
yeah. I remember.
So hopefully this doesn't get us flagged. I can't imagine it would. But this is like 77 Lawler and Norvell Austin versus Phil Hickerson and Dennis Condrey from Memphis. And I believe it's a bloodbath, as we can already see that Norvell Austin is busted wide open.
Norvell Austin.
What a name.
You know, and he's sitting there going, he's like, God damn it. I'm on Mystery Titans Theater on the same show where they showed the white PYTs.
Hilarious. Okay, so what's this is one of their bigger shows, obviously.
I think this is the Mid-South Coliseum.
It's the
Mid-South Coliseum.
These
But
camera
we're not
angles are a
used
lot
to
different, right?
the angle.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that girl's
Oh,
so
man.
into it. That's awesome.
Esther Roll? Damn.
Still got her name tag on. That was great. That was so awesome. Who's the big blue?
Phil Hickerson.
Oh boy.
Bill Hickerson.
Phil Hickerson is PY Chuhai eventually,
Right.
many years later.
Turkey.
10
Turkey.
years later.
Huh. Why they zoomed in on him?
I don't know. That was wild. It's like a
Where's
Wes
the
Anderson
t-shirt?
film all of a
Wild
sudden.
turkey.
He's-
Oh, wow. The ref getting pretty physical.
yeah, I mean, and you think about it, he was in
There you
there.
go.
The tag.
Hickerson sticks around forever for a big fat
Oh,
guy. He
come
was well
on.
talented.
Yeah.
Come on, Bruce Jenner. How you missing that?
The young Dennis Condrey here is eventually, Midnight Express, Dennis Condrey.
Yeah, and the original Midnight Express was Condrey, Randy Rose, and Norvell
And
Austin.
Norvell Austin, yeah. And then Norvell Austin and
Oh,
Coco
damn.
were the PYTs.
Oh, jeez, look at that red cell.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I referee ate it.
Yeah, no, Norvell Austin had an interesting career because in the early 70s, he teamed with Sputnik Monroe,
Oh, wow.
and they got heat by being, white and black, and they were
Uh-huh.
hugging each other all the time, and the fans, of course, didn't like that.
It's so
And
like, 'cause
Sputnik
that-
Monroe was known for helping desegregate the arenas.
right, because
in
when we look
Tennessee.
back on it, we're like, Sputnik Monroe, what a hero in wrestling, that he, whether or not he did it for money or not, but yeah, he truly felt that way.
Well,
that
because he had like a huge, he had a huge
Yeah.
following in the black
but
community.
no one ever talks about, and it made him a huge heel.
Mm.
Mhm. No, but yeah, he's in a way, he's a trailblazer for
Oh, he's
civil
awesome.
rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Take
he's
care,
an-
Moose.
An amazing character. Night, Moose. And now
Yeah,
we're getting
yeah.
blood all around, boys. Blood's
Yeah,
back on the
awesome.
menu, boys.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
With a chain. That's a Lawler chain. Did the same.
I
Lawler's
guess
did the same
he's the
chain.
referee. Oh yeah, he's
40 years.
okay. Yeah. Keeps it in a box in his bedroom.
No, sometimes he doesn't even bother with it. I'm not even bringing it. I'm just gonna pretend there's a chain and no one can tell. Every now and then I'll bring out old Betsy, the OG chain.
The
Oh,
weird pin.
nice bloodbath.
Oh, wild.
Holding him. Oh, he's holding him. Okay. Gotcha.
Jeez.
Oh, here we go.
Go count, man. He's grabbing his head.
Oh,
Jerry
Jerry
Calhoun,
Calhoun. Of course, it's Jerry Calhoun.
Yeah.
Yeah. The third Jerry.
Those green slacks.
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's like they're green. Yeah, they're like
Are they green?
They're
Army
kinda
It's like
green.
it's just
Yeah.
this old, yeah. The luck of the Irish.
What a bizarre choice.
Oh, there's the chain.
There's that chain. He's got it back.
Oh, man, the way that chain plays out in some of the Dundee matches between the two is so great. It's just like a key part of his character.
Yeah.
Oh, great selling from these shots.
Just pounding that bell.
Yeah.
This is
Oh god.
Yeah, baby.
I just took this. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I just took this off my bicycle.
Oh.
Insane.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
This makes me
The
feel
beauty of wrestling.
exactly. My injuries feel better watching this.
Watching this.
This is pro wrestling.
It really, for me, yeah, this is
Memphis is my
kind of
favorite.
wrestling.
Memphis
It's
is
just out of control, bloody
after all these years, looking back on all of it, the most rewatchable and my favorite thing is Memphis. Memphis is
it's up there. Yeah, it's so good.
Wild brawls, great matches, and you know what else? Some ridiculous storyline.
He's trying to gloat.
Terrible.
Trying to gloat in a costume.
Barney Fife is trying to get the fuck out of there.
Oh, jeez. Everybody's gushing.
And I didn't realize it was going to be like this.
Look at that bell. That's great.
Doing nothing.
I'm ringing the bell here.
That's all I got.
Awesome.
Stop fighting.
Hey, look, I can tell you gotta do what you can with that bell.
Calhoun, look at that. He tosses it up to his head. That was fucking great.
Jesus, goddamn Christ. Look at Phil Hickerson is hit.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, this is it, baby.
Look at the hit him with that Betamax.
Oh, get it on the VHS. We got to send it next.
Jeepers creepers.
This
is wild, man. Holy shit. And that looked crazy heavy, man.
It was crazy heavy. That was Phil Hickerson, so it's okay.
Yeah. He never wrestled another match after this. Looks like Big Daddy.
Dude, the first time I got to watch Memphis wrestling when I was visiting my aunt in Kentucky, Phil Hickerson came out. And I'd never heard of the guy. Wasn't in the magazines. And I was like, who's this big fat bald? What is this guy? And it took me a little while to then realize, he's fucking awesome. Yeah, he's a giant big fat slob, and he's fucking great.
The mic.
There we go.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Good job.
Hey, there you go.
Andy Travis from WKRP went to come and say hey.
He's like, Andy, get back over here. They're gonna kick the shit out of you.
No, I gotta let him know.
Andy, I've been in Vietnam and I've been in a lot of wrestling matches. I've been to the Who. I know you don't go over.
All right, this is our sign off.
But yet, what may be the blandest 80s wrestling music video of all time.
I'll turn this down a little bit. This is the Party Boys.
The Party Boys.
Digitally remastered.
See if you can figure out who the Party Boys are. Because I didn't know and I had to look it up. Not Mike Awesome.
Matt wants me to enter for either one of the Boom shows next week on Friday or Saturday to Informer. No, I won't. No, I will have no entrance music. I will have 2 different costumes though for each different show. Well, thanks for mentioning that, Matt.
These Party Boys are lost. What are they gonna do? Here comes Head Party Boy
in the Z.
Johnny and Davey Rich. That's Sean Emily's guessing.
Oh, you're getting close. You're getting close. Okay, it is Brad Armstrong, Scott Armstrong, and Johnny Rich. And they're the Party Boys, and they get out of the cool car and get into the party family vehicle. And they're going to the bodybuilding. Hey, the Party Boys are there tonight. The Platters, the Coasters, and the Party Boys. The Party Boys are opening for the Platters and the Coasters tonight.
See that right there? That's us. Hey, right here. Party. And there's the Platters and the Coasters. Hey, okay, now we're going to do our dance. All right. No, seriously,
You gotta
though.
finish strong.
That's us, the Party Boys. We got it. We got it, you guys. You can. Getting angry.
And this was supposed to get them over as
Dude,
baby faces.
This is the worst one ever.
Hilarious.
Oh, hey man, we got our jackets. We went to the mall. We got our PB jackets.
Hey, you're the guy. That's you. All right. Wow, man. Yeah, this could have been bigger than Hulkamania.
I know, Party Boy. Oh, I know.
Don't know how it didn't. Oh, the shirts came off somehow.
Yeah. The guy who goes, I'm gonna get you some hot jackets, and then we'll just film a few videos.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, you just might want to. Oh,
quick little,
you guys are gonna get so
quick
late.
little Super Bowl shuffle, then head inside.
Now we want to unbuckle those pants.
That's pretty good.
You want to show
how coordinated there.
Want to show how party you are. It's like the guy filming Irene Cara in Coco. Okay, Coco, don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry, Brad.
Wrestling.
Yeah, I don't even think this was Continental. I don't know what the fuck this is.
No, it's not Continental. I don't think.
Matt says now they're boys with a Z. That's for the Canadian viewers. Z, Johnny.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I know.
God damn. Well, I knew that before I done hit my head on that ladder. I'm glad you're filling in that knowledge for me.
Well, fantastic. We're in our last minute here as we say goddbye to the Party Boys.
And what do we got coming up real quick?
Thank you again, Big Zoo. Yeah, and we're about to join us on the Patreon. Yeah, Zubin's got some of the more modern stuff that we've had in a while. I can't wait for that.
Modernish.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, for us, it's super modern.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. Thanks, Big Z. Thanks again, man. Thanks for joining us.
Everybody.
Thank you, everybody in the chat. I'm going to send us on a raid to, again, one of my favorite streamers, Little Dragon Mei Ling. She's the best. He always asks, whenever I check in on her, she asks what kind of wrestling we're watching these days. She's the best. So you guys check that out. Yeah, and we'll see you in 2 weeks with the big cat, Scott Henson.
Nice.
Another fucking awesome
we get
talent.
the big cat gets to experience some Crockett. Nice.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I think it'll be great. Yeah, take care, everybody.